time to dust off your and get ready. It's MNC Morning. They're back in the better than ever.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to MNC Mornings. Just that Arnold Schwarzenegger never ceases to amaze me. It is a fantastic morning. We have an upbeat show today for everybody because, God, some of the gaming news this past week was, I wouldn't use the word dreary, but, well, what the heck, crap. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it all morning long. We talked about it all weekend. You're off the ledge?
Yes, I'm off the ledge. I've taken a step back off the ledge. I'm cautiously optimistic and happy about what's going to happen. We've got a couple of weeks till E3. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and I think that a lot of people are as well. So hopefully we can have a nice, cheery show. Come on, get happy, you know?
That's right. Somebody put, I just saw a rainbow form somewhere in New York. Hey, J-Dubs, how are you this morning, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks a lot for asking. I had a terrific weekend up until now. Not to say right now is not a good time, but a lot of rushing around on Sunday morning, preparing for the show. So, but other than that, we had a great weekend. My kids do a lot of soccer. There was a lot of drinking last night. Had friends over. The usual.
Yeah, I got to actually do more of that. I've been doing so much, like, either streaming. Last night, I'm just playing a little bit of Prey. We're kind of hanging out. We had company over until late. I said, you know what, we'll just jam out, play a little Prey. All of a sudden, I see Tim Dog hops on Friday the 13th, but I couldn't refuse. I said, I got to get into that stream, so I jump into Tim's game, and we'll get into that in a second. I kind of got a question for Crap. A lot of people keep saying, hey, is this the week you guys are going to do E3? I think E3 predictions are best, suited for the week, just before.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I mean, I did some early ones on my channel a little bit, but, I mean, for the most part, they'll change, and I'll do, lock 'em in picks, right before. I've been trying to hear some interesting things.
There's last-minute things that break Crap, and then all of a sudden you make a prediction, and then you got to step back. The only thing I put in the title that I thought was pretty interesting is I would like to talk about some of the things that Scorpio possibly could do. I heard through the grapevine. You learn a lot of things when you stream people. I got into some great chats last night. Some people in the know, some people kind of in the know, and something interesting came up, and we'll talk about it this morning. But let's start where we left off on Crossfire Crap. Let's talk about the game of games, the King of Thrones, Friday the 13th. We went back last night. Tim Dog goes, hey, we're going to go ahead and stream this. So it was him and Jeremy Downer and another handful of group of folks. That was just great. Had a lot of fun. But, there's something that I want to talk about besides the game, okay? It kind of all ties back to, this is what brought it up, kind of what got the dust balls and everything to resurface. We've got to stop protecting the devs. There's a lot of people on Twitter being like, leave the devs alone. Leave them alone. The last time we said things like that, it's for people that are doing charity. People that are handing out things to people, and you're like, oh, I don't want, when we argue with the games with gold is not good enough. It's a free, kind of free, thing you get every month from Xbox for part of your Xbox Live Gold subscription. Okay, leave it alone. It makes good advice. Just leave them alone. Enjoy the games if you do or don't. The problem I have here is, Crap, should we leave these people alone when we're paying for something and it's just not working right? I mean, come on.
First of all, these are indie devs. Second of all, I think that, the point, I mean, it's obvious they're working on it because they're keeping everybody abreast of the situation. So I think that is something that people have to keep in mind. Third of all, I don't think it does any good to have everybody kind of harass them. I've been seeing a lot of harassment.
Oh, not harassment. No, I'm talking about whether you can openly, I mean, I've been very open about my opinion of it. Never have I added or mentioned it. That's bullying in the wrong way. I'm talking about just voicing your opinion on whether or not it's a quality buy. I mean, listen, like you said this is an indie developer, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing, okay? McDonald's is a conglomerate. They're a conglomerate. So if they make your Big Mac wrong, what do? You run to Twitter, this and that. The thing I have to say is, if Johnny McBurgers next door makes a shitty burger, are you supposed to just sit there and eat it? No, you still complain.
I don't, because then they spit in your next burger. So
well, you don't go to.
I just.
Well, the older.
I'm like,
listen,
man, great.
The reason capitalism works is if they make if Johnny McBurger makes a bad burger or he spits in your burger the next time, guess what? He doesn't get your money, and that's what makes things so great in this country. Is you go up. You give them your hard-earned money. They give you back a quality product. Both sides are very happy. When one side, okay, let's say Johnny Burgers hands you the burger, you don't give them the money. They're not happy. That doesn't work, right? It goes on both sides here. So That's why we've got to stop with the whole, developers get a pass and leave the developers alone.
Developers.
I knew it was coming. I knew as soon as you started saying developers like 2 times in a row.
Developers.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, but I think that we should cut them a little bit of a break. They probably had a lot more people trying to get to that, get the game than they anticipated. They're working with Microsoft to actually, I guess, get better servers and stuff. So, I applaud them for that. They've been tweeting out regularly. It's not like they're just quiet like Sean Murray. Like, where's Sean Murray? Nobody knows.
That's true.
Right? These guys are actually trying their best
to
go out there and rectify the situation. So it sucks that it's happening. The game is glitchy. But, maybe this would have been a game that would have been better served in the preview program or something.
Yes, I think, and that's the thing, Crap. I'm saying here we can give this thing a little bit of help here. Like you say, either the preview program would have been nice, or I think we've all said this on different games. Let's not just talk about this one particular game. Let's generalize here for a minute. We used to say all the time, why don't we just, if this was a $15 or $20 game, that's when you say to me, hey, Mooch, it's $20, dude. Like, come on. Like, but 40. I mean, 40, like, there's AAA games. I think Mass Effect Andromeda is 40 right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so Mass Effect Andromeda or Friday the 13th, where, I hope you recorded it. When we played on Friday night, your character was literally flying. You were Tommy Jarvis, the Angel Edition.
Well, it was funny, right? I couldn't record it because what happened was I was inside of one of those cabins.
Yeah.
I open the window. I go to climb out there. My guy my view turns to like first person mode, still inside the cabin. I can't move at all.
Right.
But then you guys are like, your guy's floating. So my guy was like floating in the air.
Hysterical.
I couldn't see
sorry.
it. Yeah, other people took video of it, and I was just like, that's the funniest damn. And I still died because Jason was able to like huck a axe at me and killed me. So, yeah. There's glitches and stuff. I recorded this one where She-Wolf was getting away on the boat. I don't know if you saw it on my feed, but she's trying to start the boat up. She gets picked up by Jason. Like, Jason starts like flipping all around. First of all, this other guy tries to get in the boat with her, and he's like 10 foot up in the air and can't get in the boat.
Was that game down sights?
It might have been. And then, so it looks like She-Wolf's about to die, and then somebody shoots Jason with a flare gun, and so he just freezes.
Right.
And then She-Wolf jumps down, hops into the boat, and then takes off. And then the person that shot Jason with the flare gun pulls out the flare and then jumps in the water, which, as we know, is a death trap.
Dude, it was great.
Super fast.
The best part was the one where I think it was Game Down Sights actually got away in the boat. It was another game we were playing, and as he's driving away on the lake disappears, and he's just driving on sand, and the trees were floating over his head. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? He actually escaped. Like I said, the game is it fun? We got to kind of do the it's kind of like Barry Bonds with the home run championship, right? There's an asterisk.
Yeah.
We got to use fun with an asterisk. Okay, it's fun, but it's fun in that like it's a catastrophe kind of way.
Here's the thing, right? Like how you're supposed to play the game without party chat, I don't think would be very much fun because you can't hear each other. We streamed it. We did the co-stream stuff with Mixer, so we had 3 streams up on that once, and everybody's in the party chat, even Jason. First of all, it's kind of fun to figure out who Jason was because they weren't always like, "Oh, it's me," Second of all, it was fun to hear people scream because you can't hear each other in the game unless you're close proximity or you have a radio, right? So this way it was kind of funny, like you could hear people, like I was screaming like a little bitch. I was like, ah, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was like that. It really made the game. Like me and you are hiding in the cabin, right? Mooch and Crap in the cabin. Fucking Mooch, you're hiding in a bureau or some shit.
It's like an armoire.
Yeah, I hid underneath the bed. Jason comes in, starts hacking at the armoire, then stops and leaves. Then Mooch lets out his breath because you hold your breath in that game, and he's like, so that draws Jason back, and Jason comes back and impales him. I'm under the bed. I'm like, no.
Yo, give a big time shout out to Blue. And what's Blue's full title on is it Blue Ravenous?
Blue Rendezvous or
Rendezvous?
Yeah.
Well, she's great because let me tell you something.
She
was
like
running
Sylvester
around.
Stallone and Rocky. Hey, we have a rendezvous.
We got a rendezvous. Rendezvous. No, we really, honestly, it was great. Like, she made it, like, I was more scared when she was chasing, because she was like, gotcha, bitch. And I was like, damn, she was wrecking people. No, it was, like I said, it's fun. It's a fun game. Anybody who's still on the fence about it, it's a fun game with an asterisk. Okay, it's fun in that, like, it's kind of like if you were a 3-year-old again and somebody handed you a broken box of Crayola crayons. Okay, it's not as fun as the new fresh batch you could have got out of the store, but you can still color, just not the lines. So it's a good time, but just take it with a grain of salt. I think if this thing was $20, I would endorse it.
It's a great time with friends for sure. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like we had a damn good time with it. I thought
Delirium
it was great.
Blades in the chat, awesome guy by the way.
Yeah, good guy. Likes to play on PC when Gears 4.
He says he's changed. He is no longer going to do that crap.
Oh, okay, good. Because we kick him out sometimes when he does that. MNC Mornings, hello.
What is up? I got 3 questions today. First off, is Forza Motorsport 7 going to be the first game to bring back custom online lobbies, which has been missing since Motorsport 4? Second off, with Mixer being such a big deal, do you think YouTube streaming from Xbox directly will come into play? And lastly, what do you think the odds of a new Project Gotham racing game for Project Scorpio will be? And that is all I got to ask for today.
Okay, good thing I wrote that shit down.
Yeah, me too.
Forza Motorsport 7, will it bring custom lobbies back online? Probably. I'm sure. I'm positive it's going to be great.
Crap's involved in all the meetings.
Yes, there's going to be great custom lobbies online. I've heard it's going to be amazing. You're going to be able to play up to like 18, 24 people or something like that. So, yes, it's going to lock it in. Custom lobbies coming back.
Down.
Yeah, lock that down for sure. Mixer streaming directly from Xbox, that's how you do it already.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I thought that was the whole thing.
Yeah, you can stream directly from... That's how we're doing it. It's all integrated right into your Xbox. The Beam app is now Mixer.
Yeah, Beam is Mixer, Mixer is Beam. Finkel is Einhorn.
Exactly. Project Gotham Racing never going to happen because
right.
Forza Horizon is just way too damn good, and that's the spiritual successor to Project Gotham anyway. But Forza has a better name, and obviously Forza Horizon is like a name unto itself now. So they're never going to bring that back. So sorry about that, guy. But hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, and I think Meatloaf sang a song to that effect. So,
I'm glad you guys are writing this stuff down because I'm like so nervous you're going to say, what did he say again?
Yeah, I wrote it down. Yeah, I was like, okay, this guy wants to ask 3 questions. I better write this shit down. Otherwise, me and Mooch are just going to be like, what did he say?
Yeah, I'm like, what did he say again? We got to start writing those down.
Yeah.
Especially when
by the way,
go ahead, Jay.
His name was True Racer YT.
Okay, yeah, that's True Racer. He's
cool,
a
dude.
big he's like a YouTuber and a fan and stuff. So
yes,
right.
Yeah, definitely, man, appreciate it. Definitely.
Yeah, I loved his call in though. He's like, I have one question in 27 parts. I was like, oh, back to school at Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah,
reference.
absolutely.
That, my friend, is a you problem.
That's so great. Love the sound bites.
Yeah, so in case you guys didn't notice, we're incorporating some sound bites into the show, and they're they're pretty funny. So
Rack them up.
Jay's on fire today.
Yeah, Jay.
As we continue this show, you're going to see more and more how Jay just takes over. It's just going to be me and Crap as sock puppets.
Yeah.
Jay!
It's like when Jay does something wrong, we just scream at him.
Actually, we did a pretty good job recording that because it's harder than you think to get 2 people to record that at the same time or whatever. So
outstanding. Yeah. We do have a couple. We have about 1 million voicemails actually.
Yeah, we do.
A couple.
We should probably
hit one up.
Yeah, so we've got the Xbox Trigger.
Hey Jay, this is Xbox Trigger from Twitter, and my question today is, what do you think the load times will be on Xbox Scorpio? Because I was playing Fallout 4 today since it's free. I never got to play the game, and I think the load times are very annoying in that game, even with the Xbox One S, and I have external. Do you think they would change it with more power, with the CPU? I just like to know, like, in load times in general, in games would be superior on Xbox Scorpio. Anyway, that's my question. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, well, absolutely. They've said that the load times, even the documents all say that the load times are going to be quicker on
Well,
Xbox Scorpio.
But the problem, right, Crap, and we talked about this a long time ago, the load times as games stand today will be much lower. But the problem is, as we progress, the games progress. So some of these games we're downloading are 43 gigs, right?
Yeah.
And they've got, the load times in between when you're going from map to map, whatever. But these are going to start to go to 75 gigs. You know what I mean? Or, I'm speaking much, probably a year and a half into the future. But nonetheless, this is all going to progress. So what they're making is definitely going to be substantial to what we play today. But just don't be disappointed, folks, when you're playing your Scorpio middle of next year and you still have a decent load time in a game, because that's a new game and the game's probably going to be much more demanding. I could be wrong, but I remember Adam Sessler going through this huge in-depth lower load times in 2013 when PS4 and Xbox One were coming out. And as you can tell, maybe they're a little bit better than last generation, but there's some games that still, just make you sit there. You can make yourself a mixed drink, make a sandwich. You can do a lot of things in between some of these load screens.
In fact, I remember Metal Gear was one that did that, suggested that you go make a sandwich or something like that, which was just kind of ludicrous in my opinion. But hey, it kind of is what it is. But yeah, good call though, Xbox Trigger. Always like hearing from you, bro. Everybody calling in and things like that. So
absolutely. What else we got going on? We do have. We will be doing. Are we going to be doing the Runaway Pony again today? Crap, for a giveaway.
Yeah, you know what? I have a month of EA access just sitting here, so
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I guess so. Whenever during the show you see the Runaway Pony, just call in and let us know that you saw it. You'll get a month of EA access.
Yeah, and it's going to be and what a time to get it too, right? Like maybe redeem it right before Battlefront or whatever.
Absolutely.
Just get a taste of whatever EA access has to give you or whatever. Hey, we got a lot of good people out there in the chat already this morning. So
yeah, chat is definitely alive. Shout out to Colt Eastwood as well.
Yeah, Kate Mega.
Try hard.
Yeah, everybody, what's up? Stuff like that. J-Dubs, how come in the chat your name is Xbox Gamer Picks?
He's promoting.
Oh, okay.
Promoting, exactly.
He's promoting himself.
Did you want to promote to the people out there so you can get even more work?
I'm going to get myself in trouble by doing this. Actually, I'm going to make a little bit of an announcement because a lot of the people here that are watching, they've come to me for avatars in the past and gamer picks. The response has been overwhelming, to the point where I've actually had to turn off the feature to pre-order avatars. I apologize to the people that wanted them quickly. But like I said, the response was so overwhelming that I wouldn't even be able to meet demand at this point. Therefore, I'm shutting it off for a little while until I complete the ones that I've done for the paid customers. We have two tiers of customers. Ones that pay right away, that get to the front of the line. And if you've looked at the site, you would see that. And other people who basically are okay with paying when it's done. And they basically get into a pecking order, and unfortunately there's only one of me to do all this, so I had to do it in some fashion, and that was the best way I could come up with. So if you go to the site xboxgamerpicks.com right now, you will realize that you can't actually order an avatar right now. But as soon as I get some of these done and get them off my plate, the forum will open back up and everyone can get back in, and we can all enjoy cool custom gamer picks.
Very cool.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I'm using custom gamer picks. I think
I'm going to be.
Yeah, you're going to be.
Come on, Xbox, can we get this thing out? It's a picture. We got background pictures, right? Why? What's the difference? I just don't understand. I mean, why is this not out yet? But yet the chat overlay is out for everybody.
I have no idea. Like I said, I just use it on the beta app on Xbox Windows 10.
Yeah. Well, I went through this with Jay Williams and a.k.a. J Dubs.
J Dubs.
And we went over this.
I'm quitting. I'm gone.
He's walking out, folks. That's it. God darn it. No, what I was going to say to you was we were going through it, and I'm like, damn, I can't do it. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I have a Mac. So I have to actually go and open my laptop, and I have to put it on there, and I have to do the Xbox beta app. But really, there's just no reason that we can't have this on Xbox by now. I don't know. I can't understand. I mean, I'm sure they're doing something with the filters, but whatever it is, it is. Crap, one of the things I wanted to do between callers, I wanted to talk about Xbox Game Pass. And, a lot of people keep writing me, and they keep saying, Crap's Crap's not big on it. You know, it's not that you're being negative on it, but you're not big on it. The thing about it is this. I think that...
What did I say? I'm not big on it.
Well, they keep hearing you say it's not for you because you have all the games.
All of them but like 22 or 25, something like that. So, yeah.
Which I don't blame you. I think your point's valid.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think the idea is fantastic. But realistically, besides the 100 games you get for the $10, I do think they have to put something... Listen, Netflix became what Netflix is today because they started doing their internal programming. You know, House of Cards, Daredevil, etc., etc. So all this stuff kind of was like, if you want to watch it, you can only go here. And Xbox Game Pass, I think, needs to have that either Telltale type of storyline, a Hitman series, something where it's episodic and you can actually every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, maybe twice a year, you have to have this so that you come back for the next installment. Yeah. I don't think just having 100 games crap is enough to get people in the seats for $10 a month. I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Game Pass isn't for you. It isn't for me.
Right.
It isn't for them, for like a lot of the hardcore fans. What it's for is for the person that abandoned Xbox like a chump when the PS4 launched and there was resolution and a bunch of nonsense and people were freaking out over DRM and whatnot, which was just stupid. But it's for the people that are going to hop back on the Scorpio bandwagon, obviously, because it's going to be the most powerful console ever. And people are going to be like, but I don't want to leave my PS4. So it's kind of enticing to be able to play a lot of those hits as soon as you get the console, and you don't have to buy like thousands of dollars worth of games. You can just plop down your $10 and play them, or you know what I mean? Like for the price of 2 games for the year, you can play hundreds of games, and they change them out every month. Well, you know what I mean? But I'm sure if you have them downloaded, you can still play them or whatever. I think that's how it works.
Crap, you know what's interesting? Oates in the chat, he says, Mooch, do you think Game Pass will make its way to PC eventually? I would say probably not, only for one reason. I would think this is something they're trying to make Xbox its own. I mean, they're calling it Xbox Game Pass.
No, it'll eventually make...
You think it will?
Yeah, it'll be Windows Game Pass or some bullshit like that. Like,
okay.
You know what, maybe not, though, because the reason why I say maybe not is because for that $10 a month on PC, people could just... I mean, they're probably just thinking they can pirate games or get them even cheaper than that. You know what I mean? Let's face it, a lot of the games that are on there are 360 games and stuff that you could probably get for $1 off Steam. So, you know... I don't really know that there's going to be that option. Plus, there's no 360 backwards compatibility on that, so I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do. But you know what's weird is
what's that?
That they have Game Pass on Xbox, and they're all like it's its own thing, but yet, they don't give Xbox its own kind of exclusives. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me that they would think good enough of one. But not the other.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Crap. But didn't we hear Phil say that they were going to make an attempt to go back to having some exclusive console games?
Well, I mean, he said that there would be some that are made on console, and there would be some that would
be
just
throughout
only,
the Windows
just
platform.
on PC. Yeah, but I have a feeling that those are probably the smaller games. You know, like. I don't know exactly what, but I think pretty much everything, even stuff that wasn't going to be on PC originally, like Crackdown 3, that could be part of the delay as well, since that's going to be play anywhere. I mean, anything that there's, like that, play anywhere, like that could be part of the delay. I mean, or they could have intentionally delayed it to try to launch it with Scorpio.
I'm wondering how long they're going to let this I think this Windows PC thing is just going to roll out because they're more into the service now. Crap, they're making $5 on things behind the scenes that we'll never know about.
Yeah, I'm sure. M&C Mornings, what's up?
Mooch. That's right, fellas. I'm a mooch maniac this week because nostalgia's a hell of a drug, and you know what the drug of the '80s was? Cocaine. Well, let's get back on topic, folks. Everybody knows the war between Microsoft and Sony in the gaming community always brewing. So I was thinking, I'm a Texan, and they say don't mess with Texas for a reason. So Phil, bring it down here. If you're not going to go East Coast, bring it to Texas. We'll fuck them Sony boys up because that's how we do it. So I'm going to let you guys go and have a great weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Mooch.
That was great. His calls get better and better every week.
So the Mooch Maniacs get a little bump before
Yeah, they get a little
come on.
bump.
That
Oh,
explains it.
Explains the hype, right?
Yes, it
Explains
does.
the hype. It's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what? I'm glad he brought that up, though, because that is something that we were talking about. I was even talking about in the stream last night with Tim. And, you know, we've got to get a little bit more of that. Look, I keep saying East Coast because that's just what my eyes and ears are used to, okay? I don't care where they actually go. They can end up in, you know, Jay's hometown, Nova Scotia. I don't care where they go. I don't care. My point being is this. A lot of the people that are working for Xbox have a very lackadaisy, sit back and see what's going to happen, take action type of personality. And around here, I just can't see that being the way it is. Even if it's like not going to be able to change by getting third-party deals or this and that, that's fine. Some things are corporate decisions, crap. Those are things that can't come down because you just move location or hire one new person.
Yeah.
But there's also the attitude and the fight you see on Twitter and things like that. And I mean, when Sony gets up and does their E3, they look like they should all be wearing like war helmets. That you can see they hate Microsoft. They're like, we are doing this. Sony is bringing you this PlayStation exclusive. You know what I mean? It's like everything starts going like it's like
Yeah.
you know, so it's just like everything is just like PlayStation exclusive. Like it's between every single time. You get so sick and tired of hearing that. Microsoft, before their games come on and they show a preview, it's like play it anywhere.
You know,
what I
funny?
mean? It's like,
What
what?
One of the
happened?
rare
Yeah.
times Hellhammer comes to me. We were watching something the other day, and he goes, "I remember a time when we were watching something, and it was like Windows 10 Xbox exclusive." He goes, "I remember a time when it was just Xbox exclusive," and I was like, "You MFer," like, you know what I mean?
That's
Like, he's right
Trollhammer.
though.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
listen, they've changed their model. They've changed their whole like status quo. So that's fine. Look, I think crap. We've got to move on from that. You said it yourself a million times.
Yeah.
But you still see that like when Sony takes the stage, it's war. They shouldn't have an orchestra. They should have like I don't know, trenches built. I don't know, and have them all kind of crawling out and then come out. Like it's insane. And when Microsoft comes out, it's like, you know, you got REM singing "Shiny Happy People"
yeah.
in the
Hey,
background.
We love everybody. Nintendo's great. PlayStation's great.
Great.
We just want to be in the mix. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
I wouldn't be surprised
We're
if we
just
see-
happy to be nominated.
We're just happy to be here.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring a Switch out there playing Minecraft.
Oh my God!
You
Yeah,
know, I
and
mean-
here we are trying to be positive too, and then we turn
I
into
know.
negative.
I know. No, listen, it's not negative. I think what we're just saying is it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know? Shout out to Mel, by the way. Good morning, Mel.
Yes.
You know, another thing here is AJ Felton, who's, you know, AJ's a big fan of ours crap. He's always here every week. But he's also a Sony fan, I believe. And if I'm wrong, AJ, tell me. But I know you do play some of your PlayStation.
He's more neutral nowadays. He used to be
but a
like
healthy
big-
neutral. A healthy neutral.
Yeah.
It's okay to be neutral if you're on the healthy version of it. But nonetheless, what I was going to say about him was that, you know, he says here, you know, the cartoony versus the realistic. And you guys are going to see that again at this E3. You're going to see a lot of Microsoft's games are going to be in the cartoony category. And then you're going to turn on Sony's and you're going to see only very lifelike. And don't get me wrong, I think both are wrong. I think there should be a blend, right? You should have a little bit of both in your portfolio. I do think personally, because of the age group that most of us are at listening to this show, we prefer to have a little bit more of a, you know, a more realistic type of gaming experience than cartoony, but Crap will disagree. Crap really likes to have more of like when Ratchet and Clank, I think, was redone on the PS4. You were a big fan, Crap. You give it like a 9.5 or something. You know what I mean?
I love that game. I thought it was really well
I have
done.
it. I picked it up. It was $10 on sale, brand new. Picked it up. The family likes it. It's definitely a good game. Is it a game that I can't wait to come home, throw the keys down, be like, I'm skipping doing the lawn tonight. I'm playing me some Ratchet and Clank. That'll never ever come out of my mouth, and I want Jay to erase what I just said. You know, so I mean, like, those are the types of things that, like, I don't think that a lot of you gotta remember something, Crap. One of the first things I said when I first started BGST was I said things like, I think the Xbox demographic is a little bit of an older crowd, you know, working crowd. And when we get home from a long day of work, you want to play like games like Prey or games like, you know, like Halo or Gears or something like tough, rough, shoot 'em up. Those are the types of games that you see a lot of Xbox fans like. And if you listen to the crowd, the PlayStation fans like a little bit more of like that. Where's my magic wand? Where'd I put that? So, you know, but I mean, nonetheless, Sony keeps giving them games like Days Gone and The Last of Us, which are gritty. And I think those are great games. You know, I think Xbox should pick some up.
They're using the a lot of the same template for their games, though. If you notice, like
They
God
are,
of War,
they are, and that's
Tomb
gonna
Raider.
that could bite them. That
Yeah.
could bite them, Crap.
I mean, somebody's gonna notice it, right? Like these are basically all the same game. Like,
Well, well, you only hear it from our camp. You're not going to hear it from the Sony camp.
yeah, like, and I don't even mind the type of games that we get. Like, I think, well, you could make an argument that maybe moving Halo to teen was kind of lame, but I never understood why those games were rated M to begin with.
Right.
Like to me, like I never understood that. And Fable was always rated M. So
Yeah. Listen, if they do a Fable reboot and they make it gritty, it would be awesome.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button too, because we're gonna hold the top 10 hostage till probably over 200 likes. So
Yeah, the top 10 will be now known as the ransom.
yeah,
J Dubs, we have a zillion callers.
Voicemails,
Love to get
yeah.
through some of them.
Yes, we have a lot of callers. We have Space Cat.
okay.
Crap. I was just wondering, of the 4 single-player games Microsoft has come out with this generation, Rise, Quantum Break, Sunset Overdrive, and ReCore, which do you think is the most likely to get a sequel? Okay.
So good. So good.
I don't think any of them are gonna get sequels.
Oh, crap. That positivity is going right
okay,
out
wait,
the
you
window.
know what? Sunset Overdrive 2. Lock it in, folks. I
Lock
think
it in,
that's
people.
That's definitely going to be a thing. I guarantee it. Lock it in. Sunset Overdrive 2. It's going to be
Lock it in.
amazing. We're going to have co-op. It's going to have team deathmatch. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal, folks. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. Oh man, we got a lot of people in there. Mel, She-Wolf.
We got a great.
Luca.
Listen. Oh, by the way, we didn't even start. Pardon me, shame on me. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody in the
Yes.
States. Definitely a day to remember a lot of the men and women that fought in our previous wars for our freedom. So thank you to everybody who has served, will serve, and who died for us all.
Someone
no,
goes,
it's
I
a
think
big-
Crap is being sarcastic, not sure. Hey, Crap's already wearing a romper, guys. Are you kidding me? I'm always at the top of the fashion
my
trends.
God.
So I mean, yeah, like that's just a thing. It's mine. I'm wearing one right now. Like it's just a thing. You guys got to deal with it.
Yeah, let me tell you, the male romper thing that has come out, that had to have been a California thought process. That would never, ever pass in New York. Just throwing that out.
I imagine
there
you
as well.
go to New York with that, and something bad happens to you. So
You'll be wearing it as a diaper afterwards. Yeah. So, I'm telling you right now. Oh, God. Jay, where's that voicemail?
What voicemail?
Voicemail from our buddy Predator, who is a proud member of our military, by the way, on this
That's
Memorial Day
right,
weekend.
Predator H2O.
Awesome guy.
What's going on, Mooch and Crap? This is Predator H2O. I just had a quick question for you guys. I'm looking forward to your E3 predictions and what you guys are going to do as far as the podcast goes, as it pertains to what you guys are going to talk about, what you're expecting from Microsoft. But my question was basically, if Microsoft doesn't hit a home run on this E3 and present something other than just the Scorpio, do you guys think that there's going to be a problem with the Xbox camp and what we're expecting from those guys? In the past, we've kind of had a lot of negative press with Microsoft, and they've had a kind of mixed, presentation as it goes for what they're talking about. But I know E3 is like big for a lot of us Xbox gamers, but it's basically what we've been looking for as far as the Scorpio goes. But them not delivering games or them basically having a mixed message like they did like years ago in 2013. They come out with a weak E3. Do you think a lot of Xbox gamers are going to bail out?
What the hell is that?
Jay.
Jay! What the fuck was going
Jay!
on?
So screaming at Jay. I think it's a voicemail or a caller.
Dude, you know what it sounded like? Have you ever, like, back in the day, listened to a voice on, or like books on tape?
Yeah.
And when you were listening to them on tape, you could sometimes hear the other side coming through.
Yeah, I have a feeling what might have happened was when I was editing, I might have had something playing in the background, and it might have pulled in through because I'm using so many different computers. I apologize for that.
What was his question? And bless Predator and his
let's-
service to
Absolutely. Yeah, Predator, thank you for your
Thank you,
commitment
yeah.
and service. And he's just back, folks, just 3 weeks from overseas.
Yeah.
And can't thank him enough, so I salute you, brother.
Yes.
But no, his question actually was, somebody mowing the lawn?
Yes.
Okay.
They're mowing the lawn.
I just...
Jesus,
This is
Jay.
great. I got Jay.
I'm not mowing the lawn while I'm doing the show, if you're asking that.
No, I know you're... Jay's not doing it on a rider, folks.
Yeah.
This is great. No, what we got
Jay!
is... It's great. No, what he asked was E3 predictions. When do we think we would get to them? Here's the thing. We kind of touched on it earlier, but good question anyways. We could always kind of touch on some of the subjects, crap. But to be honest with you, I do like to wait until we get a little bit closer because so much stuff is going to start to come out. I know that Microsoft's been so tight-lipped recently, but you know that, remember last year with the Xbox One S? It was like 24 hours before, like the entire design slipped out, and then the emoji that they sent out was like the shrugging shoulders emoji. Like Microsoft was like, "Oh well."
Hey,
there
props
it
to
is.
Microsoft for being good sports though, because people were using the pictures and stuff in videos, and they didn't take anything down.
Yeah,
whereas
Microsoft
Sony
doesn't get upset at all.
like I remember with Sony. Remember when the Slim PS4 leaked and people used it, and they were like they took everybody's shit down. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's one thing I'm really thankful that Microsoft does or whatever. But I would expect that we are going to get some leaks, because this is how it happens, right? Like people are going to have Scorpio stuff. I have heard that I might get stuff next week, so. Yeah.
There it is, folks.
Yeah,
a little inside information.
If I'm getting stuff,
now.
then everybody else will be too. But it's like, we're gonna be doing live stuff for E3. Let's see, we're gonna do MNC mornings the morning of.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
Then we're gonna do the live show on Next Gen's channel, and then we're gonna do the post show on my channel.
Yes. I think that's a stellar lineup. Shout out to I was talking with Blue and I was talking to Luca, and they were like trying to organize how to get onto the Speak, and we're trying to get dates. And Blue says to me, "Hey, how about June 11th? You free on that day?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "That's the one day." I was like, "Oh no, I got no shot. There's no way." We go from like 10 in the morning till 10 at night. I'm like, "Oh."
Dude, I can remember last time I just felt like I was run over by a truck by the end of the night because we literally were doing, and that's not me laughing at them. I'm just
No, it was
because-
just an exhausting day. I had to actually put at the end of that day we have to put our face into a bucket of ice.
Yeah, it's it's like I know it's like
Yeah.
we do it for the love of it and stuff, but it is a very exhausting kind of day.
The good news is, crap, is that we do get the break because what was really the kick was when we went and did the entire Xbox coverage of the before, during, and after, and then we did the before, during, and after a few hours later for the Sony one in the same day. That was tough.
Yeah.
So we'll get a 24-hour break.
we do get a 24-hour break.
Right.
And there could be probably multiple streams on that Monday anyway, just because we can give more reactions and spread the wealth on other channels and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the thing is, the community's grown so much now. Everybody's going to want to cover it somewhat. So like I'm down for helping out when I can. You know what I mean? Just as long as I'm not too tired or whatever. But yeah, it's I just thought it was funny. I didn't want Luca to think that I was laughing at them specifically.
Do you guys want me to replay the voicemail unedited?
Yeah.
From Predator?
Yeah, you can do
go
that
ahead and
for
play
Predator. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
What's going on, Mooch and Crap? This is Predator H2OF. Just had a quick question for you guys. I'm looking forward to your E3 predictions and what you guys are going to do as far as the podcast goes, as it pertains to what you guys are going to talk about, what you're expecting from Microsoft. But my question was basically, if Microsoft doesn't hit a home run on this E3 and present something other than just the Scorpio, do you guys think that there's going to be a problem with the Xbox camp and what we're expecting from those guys? In the past, we've kind of had a lot of negative press with Microsoft, and they've had a kind of mixed presentation as it goes for what they're talking about. But I know E3 is big for a lot of us Xbox gamers, but it's basically what we've been looking for as far as the Scorpio goes, but them not delivering games or them just basically having a mixed message like they did like years ago in 2013. They come out with a weak E3. Do you think a lot of Xbox gamers are going to bail out and finally, throw in the white towel and move on to the PlayStation 4? Thanks.
Well, I mean that's a valid concern. But one of the things Predator said that I thought was kind of interesting. He's like, "Do you think they'll get negative backlash?" I think if they cured all of the disease in the world, they would get negative backlash. Microsoft can't do anything right as far as the public or the gaming media is concerned. But I don't know, crap. I think that, and listen, I'm going to go out there. I want to say this a few times before we get closer and closer to the day of E3. I think Scorpio is going to sell bigly. Okay? Bigly. No, it's going to do very well. If you stop and think about it, you're going to get a good 20 to 25% of the existing Microsoft Xbox One users currently. I think you're going to get a ton of people, maybe another 10 to 15% of PlayStation 4 owners that were they jumped ship. Now they want to come and see what it looks like to have a true, because a lot of people have 4K TVs. They want to see what these textures and lighting effects are really going to look like in native 4K. And then there's all this uncertainty, which we should talk about, crap. I do have a little bit of information on what might happen with Xbox Scorpio's Destiny 2 frames per second.
They had a Destiny 2 thing. Did you see?
Yes,
I do like the fact that they're talking about the stuff a bit. You know what I mean? Even if they're not showing the shit, at least they're talking about it.
I'm hearing, okay, and I'll pull a crap here. Please, this is rumor, please, but it does come from somebody who does do development for a living. I've heard that the Xbox Scorpio version of Destiny 2 would be unlocked frame rate. So they're using that thing that we saw. I believe it's nothing new here, folks. Nothing new here. That technology that Microsoft showed, and I think they used Star Wars: The Force Unleashed as a demo to show the 30 and 60 frames. It's basically frame rate dynamic upscaling, okay, if you will. So what it does is it gives the impression of the 60 frames, or they're close to, instead of actually being locked at 30 like the Pro will be. So I've heard that's what they'll do. That's completely could be nonsense. But I think you're going to see Microsoft, they slowly but surely are taking the shackles off of the Scorpio and letting developers have at it and do what they can to make that console stick out. And, crap, if they do that and it's unlocked and it's somewhere between 45 and 60 or something like that, that's not necessarily the hugest disadvantage to playing with Xbox One users. I don't think so, anyways. I mean, if it happens. Yes.
I'm not against it. I think you get what you pay for, and we've said that all along. We didn't want parity for anything. If you can use the triggers on the Xbox on the controller, use them. If you can use the speaker or the touchpad on the PS4, use it. You can use the extra power in the PS4 for whatever. Use it.
Yeah.
That's.
I don't know what they use it for the PS4, but if the PS4 would change, when in Destiny, instead of using the options button or the what is formerly known as the start button in the top right corner, if they could use the keypad as going to your Guardians items, it would be way better than the options. But I think they're using that for something else. But utilize all the things you can utilize. That's what the developers should be doing, instead of just making just cookie cutter status quo nonsense. That's basically what we've been getting for a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that.
I am too. I think it'll be interesting. Hey, we got over 360 watching. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Hit that like button. Once we get over 225, maybe a little bit less, we'll do the top 10. It's going to be a pretty good one. We rant a lot in it, so that's good. So, M&C Mornings, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, Crap. Hey, Mooch. It's Joseph from Osona Ford. Just want to say you guys are doing a really good job with the show. I have a question. Do you guys think, since Sony is always getting the marketing deals for DLC first and all that, do you think that Microsoft will just start marketing 4K 60 frames all the time on all their games? All right, guys. See you later.
Well, here's the thing. Recently, the dev for Project Cars 2 was asked about the ability of Scorpio to do 4K 60, and it said yes, it can. Not only on their game, but But as far as other games as well, the whole thing, Scorpio was designed to run games that are running this generation at 900 to 1080p on Xbox One to native 4K on Scorpio. And mostly the frame rates will be matched. So you'll get better performance and stuff. Like I said, it's not a big deal. Like the Destiny thing, that's a bit of a bummer, right? But it's not even that big a deal since most multiplayer games that we play are 60. Battlefield, Call of Duty, even Smite, Gears of War, Halo. These games are all Forza Motorsport. They're all 60. So Killer Instinct, we're good. There's very few games that are running at 30. And I think, if you're a Destiny fan, I don't really think it's that big of a deal.
You know what, Crap? Listen, first of all, everything you said is right. It is not that big of a deal. But we do have to kind of dissect it, right? This is what we have in front of us, and you said it yourself. Most games are all going to run at 60 anyways. Call of Duty's, Battlefront, blah blah, Halo, Gears. Those multiplayers are all running at 60 anyways. But here is a situation where there's one that isn't, and you have a machine that's capable of doing it. So why wouldn't we do it? And I mean that's the whole thing. And I don't want to hear this whole it's not fair. Listen, your neighbor, my neighbor, everybody's neighbor has something that you don't have. Is that not fair? No, what it means is get off your butt, go to work, and go get it if you want it. If you want a Scorpio, it's on the retail shelf for everyone to have. You're not going to go be able to grab Scorpio, somebody's going to slap your hand and say, put it down. Yeah. Like, you can go get that. If you want to have 120 frames per second, build a PC rig. You can do that. No one's stopping you. But my point being is that I'm tired. We're going into a different era here, people. This isn't going to be. We talked about this on Crossfire a little bit. Okay. Yeah. From now on, Crap. This is when PS5 and Scorpio 2 come out. This isn't going to be like before, where it's like you can only play these games now. No, everything's backward and forward compatible for the most part. Yeah. So I mean, people, we got to understand, if you want that higher resolution, those frames, you got to go buy the hardware. It's the way it is. Like, if you had a car that didn't have navigation back in 2007 and then the 2008 model did offer it, you got to buy the new car, or you got to wait until you're ready for a new car. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I agree. MNC Mornings, what's up?
Hey, Mooch. Hey, Crap. This is Jeff Rodriguez, a.k.a. Trunk 305 in KC. I just wanted to say a big thank you to you guys because you helped me out through a rough time in my life when I was homeless and just taking my mind off of it. And just the one thing you said, Mooch, to me was keep your head on that grindstone. That made so much of a difference for me that day that I really just wanted to say thank you. And I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. And if you want to fly out here to KC or you're in the KC area sometime, hit me up, man. I will buy you some good-ass barbecue. Thanks a lot. Get those likes up, people, and rack them up.
Hell
Bye,
yeah.
guys.
Nice.
Good call in.
Great call. Yeah,
that is great.
I think it was our first or second episode, wasn't it, Crap? It was very early on.
Yeah.
And he called, and it was a heartwarming story, and I'm so relieved that he's doing so much better right now. Listen, we all some people pop their headphones on and listen to these podcasts that everybody does such a great job on, whether it's their commute to work, mowing a lawn like Jay's neighbor's doing right now. Whatever it is they're all doing, like that is really what we do here. We try to take your mind off of everyday life. We try to do this for entertainment. We say it all the time. It's jokes and motivation and just the hot subjects of the week. We kind of just pick and make fun of a little bit. It's all for humor. It's supposed to be video games. It's supposed to be a good time.
Yeah.
So that caller, hey, listen, my hat goes off to you, brother. You keep doing that grind, all right? Listen, you got nowhere to go. We're going up. Every one of us nowhere to go, but we're all going up. So keep doing your thing.
He's the guy, he donated this week's prize.
That's amazing to come from where he did to donate something.
Yeah. That's
outstanding.
We mentioned this on Crossfire. Jeff Rodriguez, he got in touch with Jay and donated $50 Xbox Live prize for this week, and that he was homeless previously but enjoyed listening to the show and things like that. And that was just such a good thing because, what's so strange is the way we treat this is like a radio show, not like a traditional like podcast. Not that there's anything wrong with that either, but just the way we attack it, right? Where you need a producer, you need these different aspects kind of working together. And the fact that we get calls from people from Russia, from all over the world, like where's some places that we've gotten calls from? Just it's amazing that people can listen to us all over the world. You know, Brazil. Shout out to the Brazilian people, like
Absolutely.
Enrique, the leader of the Brazilians, and you know, all those great people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so this guy was real down on his luck, and we, you know, do what we do, which is entertain, make people laugh, talk about games, you know, make people feel good for a little bit. And now he's back doing good, and he donated back. That blows my mind.
Isn't it? I mean, crap, it gives a worth to what we're doing. It just puts it to another level as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, exactly.
So everybody in the chat, remember, we always say MNC Mornings is your show. This is your show. You guys are the call-ins. You guys are the voicemails. You guys are the creators, and we just speak to it. So we thank you, and we thank you know, people like our last caller. That's just it's a heartwarming story. Outstanding.
Yeah, and we're just really glad that you're doing well again, and that you enjoyed the show and things like that. And we're happy to be back too. Like, honestly, it was out of all the shows, this was like the one I was like, man, we got, you know, just
gotta get
it's
this
so
one
different.
back on the air.
It's so different. But now, of course, we got Crossfire, and I'm doing like 10 shows now. But
yeah, Crap is this is now Crap's full-time job. He's taken his full-time job and halved it.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny was last week I did 3 podcasts on Sunday. I mean, I had the day off, so it was like I did this one, then I did Speak, and then I did BGST. So well, yeah, I know it's crazy.
Well, you're doing think of it as training for E3, Crap. You're just trained.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay?
It is true, because there's going to be some coordination and things like that. I'm sure that you know, I'll be, even though there's a little bit of a break and stuff, like help out other people in the community and stuff, because we don't usually do like the Bethesdas or the EAs or any of that. You know what I mean? So
you know why I feel those are kind of irrelevant to cover, just because their main games are going to be covered on somebody's stage again, you know, or discussed a million times. I don't need to see that, you know, presented. You know, Crap, we do have something just incoming, and J-Dubs, I don't know if you're ready, but I'm hearing we got something.
Oh yeah, I can hear the lawnmower going in the background.
That's so great.
Jay!
So
what the hell was that?
So great. I thought we had a satellite incoming.
Do we have a satellite?
We have a satellite feed coming in. I just want to play this to you guys for you. Make sure I'm in presentation mode.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you all for giving me a minute of your time. This is Yoshita, your favorite person, from Yoshita Gaming News. Sean Murray is crying. Why are you crying, Sean Murray, you idiot? I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. Okay. I want to do some real news because you guys don't know how to do it. Isn't that right, co-host? Can you say hi to Mooch and Crap? Okay, now shut up.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. My question today is, why did Crap Gamer, why did you buy a PSVR? Tell Yoshita all about it. You gave it almost a perfect 10. Yoshita knows what you're doing. You're playing some porn, right, Crap Gamer? Yoshita knows everything. I hope everyone is having a good day. That's about all the news we have today, and my only question. Go Sony. Back to you, She-Wolf.
You're listening to MNC in the Mornings. As always, remember, you can't take anything they say seriously. It's just jokes. Jokes performed by YouTube professionals, and usually the joke's on them.
Well,
I love how you keep all those a surprise for me and Crap. Small heart palpitations happen as
like
they.
Mooch is like, oh shit, because what you guys don't understand is Jay's in charge of like all that stuff. We don't hear it beforehand because the reactions are better live. So he's just like, yeah, there's a surprise, like in our chat, and then it just comes up, and yeah, so that was funny as hell. Yeah, you know, you don't want to get me started on PlayStation VR. I think it's great. I think it's I think it's amazing.
You've got it by this point, though, Crap. Now it's 2 weeks you've had it, right? I mean, are you getting tired of putting the hat on and the boots and the
you know what?
the coat?
It becomes
right.
second nature. Actually, that Star Trek one comes out this week. I'm looking forward to that as well. Like it's a brand new game, so I'm looking forward to actually hopping in and being living out my Star Trek fantasy. Captain Kirk.
Luca goes VR. All right, I'm out of here.
Sorry, Luca. MNC Mornings, what's up?
Good morning, Mooch and Crap. It's your old buddy Cletus, man, and your friend in neighborhood Cletus here. Now, I just got a very important question for you guys this morning. Are you really disappointed with the delay, possibly, of Red Dead Redemption 2? Because I was looking forward to that game, and I know you guys was too. So, are you disappointed with the delay in the game? And wife, I gotta tell my hang on, guys, I gotta go, but hopefully you can answer that question, because my wife, she's in the backyard right now. She's naked and the raccoons is chasing her. I told her she gotta put her clothes on before she goes mowing the lawn, because those fucking things will chase that bush all day long. Anyway, Mooch and Crap, have a good show, and are you disappointed with Red Dead or not?
You know what? That sounds like every neighbor that I have. Just like...
That's why it hits home for you, Crap.
Yeah, it does. No, I'm actually not disappointed that Red Dead's delayed.
Yeah, not at all.
Delays are part of life.
Yeah.
And I think I'd rather have it delayed than...
Well, I mean, when would we play that? That's a 200-plus hour game, probably, right? They're probably going to have some sort of a multiplayer like they did with the add-on in the other game. They'll probably have the same thing this time around. So you've got Battlefront 2, Call of Duty 2, Destiny 2. You've got all the first-party games coming out from both companies. Where are you going to fit 200 more hours of Red Dead Redemption in?
Yeah,
or at least 100 hours, you know?
You're not wrong. No.
So, it's really just, it's better that happened. I mean, I actually don't think that's the last one we'll see delayed. I think we'll see another game or two delayed, to tell you the truth.
Like, that makes sense, too. Like, well, I mean, there was a lot of stuff. I'm not big on the Red Dead series anyway. Like, it's a little bit too busy.
Well, see, here's the thing. The thing about Red Dead that I think appealed to me, and I think why it has such a large audience, Crap, is everybody will tell you they love Grand Theft Auto. But a lot of people don't play Grand Theft Auto because it takes forever, and there's too much going on. See, you say there's too much, but compared to, unless they change it for Red Dead 2, but Red Dead 1 was easily accessible to do side missions, and the main mission was a little bit more of a clear path, where everything on GTA is just, I'm going to call it a beautiful mess. Everything is very clean, but at the same time, there's too much shit going on. And I think Red Dead slowed it down, plus with the theme, think about it, Crap. You mosey onto your horse. It's like a Cletus theme, you ride the horse over.
Likes it.
Yeah, exactly. You stop at the saloon, you get into a fight, you play a game of poker, and then you do the mission. There's things that are all kind of coincides together. They happen in the right chronological order with that. Where GTA is just like I say, it's a beautiful mess. So I think that that's kind of how I look at it. I think that's why there's an appeal. It's people who want to enjoy what GTA is, but slow down. Slow it down a little bit.
Hey, give me story-based achievements too for completing each chapter. You know what I mean? Like, is that too much to ask? It keeps me interested. I'm just saying, like when you play those long-ass games like that, give people achievements. I'm not like 20 per chapter. That's not asking too much. Like, just do the opposite of what Gears 4 did. Like, you get 40 achievements on there, you get 200 gamer score. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I know that's a stupid thing to complain about, but whatever. I'll fucking complain about it all I want. So. Yeah.
That's your right, Crap.
That's exactly my right.
Absolutely.
Who else we got on deck?
We have Mr. Zombie Killer, and he's not mowing my lawn.
Okay. Jay's got like a big ass lawn.
Yeah, who's doing that lawn?
Hello, Crap and Mooch. Hope your Sunday morning has been delightful. And to Graphic God, hope you guys are doing having a good weekend. The Crossfire and the Wednesday show, Xbox Nation, were both great and tremendous. And I gotta say that I mentioned last time that Hitman might even get bought up by Xbox to put in the Game Pass. I mean, I think that's a really good idea, and I was hoping they would do it. But now it got me thinking about another thing with Xbox Game Pass. Like, Netflix, WWE Network, and Amazon have all grown after the first year. But what if Xbox Game Pass is the same thing? Like, next year, I wonder how many games could be added just by the Game Pass. I can imagine, like, even maybe taking a deal with Steam and actually making a Left 4 Dead 3. Possibly, that'd be freaking huge. But, what are your thoughts on it, and what games would you want to be added to it, or maybe then buy something? Alright, I hope you guys have a great day. Everyone in the chat. It's a Zombie Killer, and I'll see you later. All right.
Crap. I think that here's the thing. Did Hitman lose its luster? Did people kind of lose it a little bit with that episodic
Here's the
adventure?
thing that I don't know about that. I think that those games were as better than any Hitman games previously. So I think the quality was there. I just think that maybe it was a little bit difficult for some people. Like I know it was for me to go back and play one of those.
Right.
Every month or whatever when they were coming out, because you're playing other games and stuff, and then when you go back to a game, it's difficult. Like I'm playing Hellhammer. Finally bought some stuff. He bought the pack, the season pass for Mafia 3, which that game I love. Right. So I hop back on there and playing through the first story DLC, and I'm like totally don't know what the hell to do. I forget. You know what I mean? Like it takes a while to get back into the controls. So that could be the problem with Hitman, because that's more of like a stealth type of game. So I do think that could be part of the reason. I don't think that it's doing terrible or anything like that. I just think that it's not what it was.
Well, you know how Halo had a lot of just kind of off main topic. Like they had Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, then they had ODST and they had Reach. What if they started something like a Reach or an ODST? And that came out episodic like that. That's something that can very easily be done in-house at 343 crap. And I mean, that just is a continuation of the story. The same way that like Rogue One came out for Star Wars in between major motion pictures. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if that was episodic twice a year, where you had something like I'm calling it ODST so everyone kind of gets an idea. But that would make Game Pass like extremely valuable. I mean, they can even do those like small episodic things with Gears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why not take what works and chop those up? And you might go, well, Mooch, that doesn't work. It does work. I mean, my prime example is Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars is doing it. Listen, Rogue One, for the most part, is just how the whole movie is based upon how they got the map and the blueprint for the Death Star. You know what I mean? They took such a small thing and they blew it into a 2-hour thing that made probably $1 billion. I mean,
I agree. You're 100% right. I think that I was getting ready to go into this long rant, and then we get a call, so that's cool. MNC Mornings, hello.
Yes, please pull up.
How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Mooch and Crap? Happy Sunday, Memorial Day to you guys. This is Shawan W. Here at Shawan W. here on Twitter, Diesel78 on Live and everywhere else. My question is, don't you think it's kind of jumping the gun, pushing the panic button on Microsoft and Xbox? I mean, ever since last year's E3 to this year's, there's been nothing but heat coming Phil Spencer's way and his staff. But I've noticed that Phil Spencer has remained calm. If you don't have anything, you'd freak out. But his calm and his demeanor is still intact. He hasn't gotten, what should I say? He hasn't gotten agitated or you shall say, and things like that. He's kept his demeanor and he's kept his calm and he's kept his class. You don't take that kind of heat and keep your calm. If something, you don't have anything, you're usually going to freak out. But I think he's coming with something, and I think you're going to see a Microsoft treat Xbox how they treat like their Surface line. Xbox is going to evolve into a monster that was waking up, and people are really going to be ticked with Microsoft. Thank you, and have a good one.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I like where that caller's going. I really, really do, Crap. Listen, Phil has been... Listen, even us, the super fans, have been kind of giving Phil and his team a little bit of slack. What does he do? He comes out 2 days in a row with, we will have the best looking games. We will have the best console. You know what I mean? Like, there's something. Maybe me and you won't like it, but there's something he's got up his sleeve.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're just going to... It's like that thing. We're going to have to take the butcher's word for it,
Well, yeah, exactly. But, I mean, we only have to take the butcher's word for about another, you know what I mean, for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting it, and then I think that they're going all in on... and here's the thing. I don't think that so much being negative. I just think that if you equate it to football terms, and I said this on Crossfire, when you hire a new coach and rebuild...
Yes.
After that 3-year mark, you expect to see some results.
It's a great analogy, Craig.
Not regressing.
Yes.
Like originally, remember they were games, and now they're not games anymore. Like they don't say that anymore.
Crap's analogy, just in case a lot of people don't like to blend games with sports, but
yay sports.
I'm a Mets fan, and every 3 to 5 years we generally get a new coach, and you have to give that coach 3 years to get his hands into the drafting, get his hands into the scouts, be able to work the lineup the right way, work on some, work with the general manager on some trades, this, that, and the other thing. And that takes time. It doesn't happen in 1 year. So what Crap's saying is this is Phil's third year behind the wheel, and in sports terms, this is when it's you got to put up or get out. That's the way they do it in sports for the most part. Like, if you don't believe me, just tune into the New York. I'm a Giants fan, but tune into the New York Jets. God bless them. They're changing general managers and head coaches, I think, every 2 years now. But my point being is that you've really got to start to put something out. A lot of people are saying, okay, we've been very patient with Phil. We're saying we got to give him time. We got to give him time. This is it. This is his Scorpio. This is his console. This is him at the bottom of the well. Now he's like, this is our time. This is my wish. So that is Phil right now, is the Corey Haim. Okay, he's that character, which I don't even know if that was him, but my point being,
that's not Corey Haim.
It's not Corey Haim.
Yeah, that is what the
Who
hell
was
is
that?
Sean Astin,
who played Rudy, I believe.
Yeah,
Rudy.
Yeah, and he also played Samwise in Lord of the Rings.
In Lord of the Rings, absolutely.
Yes.
What a great career. So but my whole point being is that this is Phil's time to shine, and I actually have confidence. I really do. I think he's going to get on stage. I think he's going to have an Xbox members only jacket on. I think he's going to have the collar popped, and he's just going to be like, "This is it." And I mean, he's not going to drop the mic, but this is his way of doing it. He's just going to be out there very confident, and I think he's got something in games that we don't know about.
Hey,
so we'll see.
guys! If he comes out with that, though, I mean,
well, I can see Aaron maybe trying that.
Yeah, hey, you guys!
Swinging out with some some promotion.
Well, you know what? I think that not a lot of people are expecting much from them, so that could work in their favor. People are expecting a super high price point of Scorpio, so if they do come out at $399,
I did also hear that too. Crap, that was part of the whole thing. I did hear $399 is all but confirmed. But
because listen, they can't come out and say more than $399. That just wouldn't work for people. Right. That would be looked at as a huge failure. Now, if they come out at $399, people are going to be like, "Whoa, we can't believe that they got $399." But that's obviously where they're going to have to be with that. I think that as far as the games, that's a little bit more of a surprise. But when you think about it, sure, they don't have Battlefront or Call of Duty or Destiny, but they could have some big stuff like Borderlands 3 that has a big following, Splinter Cell, Assassin's Creed, Shadow of War. There's other games out there. It doesn't. There's probably games that we don't even know about that they could have marketing rights to that new. What the hell is that? Cyberpunk 2077.
That's the one when people keep saying the AAA for next year. That's the one that
the one that they have that I heard for next year is that BioWare one that they're making, that new IP.
Do we have any idea of what it is, or no? Just BioWare's making a new IP. Okay.
Yeah, just making a new IP. So.
Well, they better get on the ground level and lock that shit down.
Well, lock it down as marketing rights.
I'm not who sure. knows? You don't think an exclusive?
No, Microsoft's not about that life. They're like Phil opening up that wallet, man. I don't know. Like you look at Phil's wallet when he puts it down, and it's like got dust all over it because he never opens it.
Right.
He's not about that life. So.
That's great. That's great. so hard to.
You know what? Look, but all this cost cutting better be. Because they're offering Scorpio at $399. I just think that makes the most sense. Otherwise, what's the point of having a marketing team and all that stuff if you're not going to market shit?
Yeah, really, that's actually a great point. Why have all that salary and desk space taken up if you're not going to use it?
Just get rid of everybody.
Just get rid of everybody and go back to grassroots. Me and Crap will do it for free on Sunday morning.
That's basically that's basically what it's all about,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got another voicemail, I'm sure, Jay. I think we have like 18 left.
We have Monkey Punch.
Nice.
Hey, Mooch and Crab, this is Monkey. Just giving a call, and I have a real big question. Why does everybody care about 4K so much? And Destiny should have 4K because it's a game that if you're going to be bigger system, you would want 4K in a game that you're getting a Scorpio for. Thanks for listening to my message, and keep gaming, guys. Bye.
He must be a crapaholic.
That's a crapaholic.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
What the hell is his question? Because I heard where.
Yeah.
And that wasn't me either. That was his own addition.
Yeah, that was him, right?
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, what the hell was his question?
It was. I think he was. Well, I heard the beginning part, but then it kind of got muffled. His beginning part of his question was, "Why are we all into 4K gaming? Like, what's the big deal with 4K?"
I don't. It's not so much the 4K for me. I think it's just the better graphical fidelity. When you look at that Forza image, even on a 1080p screen, it looks heads and shoulders above everything else. So I think that's what it has to do. And better performance. Like, not necessarily, 4K. But a game like Battlefield 1 even, where there's frame rate dips, like, that's going to perform better. Like, probably a solid 60, like, just better performance that you're supposed to get. Halo, right? We're going to get the full gamut of 60 FPS, the full, whatever, 1080 or 4K, or whatever they do with it.
Right. I mean,
That's
listen,
what I'm looking
for me, I mean, to answer his question in layman's terms, let's not bring it into gaming. It's just, we're going into 4K, everybody. Like, I don't, like, you go into any store. I don't care where you go. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, you can go to Best Buy, go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Go to Amazon and look up TVs. You're not going to see people buying 720p or 1080p. They're buying 4K sets. Like, progression, people. It's what we do. Like, this is where we're going. It's, a lot of people used to say, oh, like older folks used to be like, those cell phones are just crazy. You kids and your phones. That's not it anymore. Now people are banking. People are buying houses on their phones.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this is it. Life is changing, and you got to evolve with it. And that's the same thing goes for TVs. Now, if you don't want to, that's fine. There's a console for you. You know what I mean? It's called the Xbox One S.
360.
Yeah, or the 360.
That, my friend, is a you problem.
Thanks, Mooch. I agree. I totally agree. It's a you problem because as far as we're concerned, I want to move on. I want my ship to set sail. So
well,
I'm
the
going.
truth is, I upgraded my stuff to 4K. That's probably why. You know what I mean? Just and not just that, but the thing is, even if you have a 1080p screen, you still can get benefits from Scorpio, just better performance, and they super sample and down sample things. And it's not like the PS4 Pro that doesn't do that on everything, where developers have to build that in. This is completely different. So, yeah, I think that's something that people have to keep in mind as well, that the Scorpio does all the work for you. No need for a boost mode or any of that nonsense. So
Right. I mean, you hear a lot of the developers all saying that kind of stuff too, right? Crap, they're like, wow, Scorpio really did it. You saw the look on the guy's face from Digital Foundry. He's almost like choking on his own words because he had to say something nice. So I think the Scorpio they really tried to do all the checks and balances to make sure that they got this thing covered.
He actually looked like he had a turd in his pants.
He did. It's the most frustrated I've ever seen an adult look on screen in a long time.
yeah, that's fucking funny.
I'm looking forward to our next voicemail. Always look forward to this next voicemail.
Yes, let's go ahead and rack up Luca on the second floor.
One of my favorites.
Yes.
Luca.
Hey Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a nice day so far. I will try to keep this short and sweet because people from last week were complaining about how long my voicemail was.
Fuck 'em.
So, ha! Is what you thought I'd fucking say, right? I'm gonna make it extra long this week because y'all were complaining. Nah, I'm just messing around. Anyway, my question is, are you guys excited about this Xbox Game Pass? What games would you like to see come to it? And what do you think Microsoft's plans are for the service? And yeah, that's it for me. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
That was great, Crap. Your timing was spot on. I think it's caught on, Crap. Now everyone's doing hashtag fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Great.
You know what? I think what they need to do with Game Pass is keep stuff like Halo 5 and put Gears 4 in there. After the first 6 months or so of a game being out, the sales drop dramatically anyway. Right. So why not have that where you can, that's going to keep the multiplayer aspect alive, in my opinion. So I think
that gets Crap. Thanks for bringing that up. That's something that I've been harping on with the whole joke with the Yacht Club games and having Shovel Knight come down. But that goes for all games, right? Why are certain games still $30, $40 that came out a year and a half, 2 years ago? Like, shouldn't those games all be like $10 by now? Like, get them in people's hands. Make $10. Like you're gonna get. You see when these sales come on and they're like there's $10 or $15 games, people just start buying them. They don't even play them. You just bought it. Are you gonna play it? Nah.
Yeah, I mean
they're buying it for
I
the
do
artwork.
that.
I think on their pins.
I do that sometimes.
But that's fine. You're not the only one. You are not the one I'm even talking about. There's a ton of people on Twitter that are like, I've just bought these 3 games. However, I have 8 to play before I get to those 3. Yeah, and another 12 games are coming out in 2 months.
Yeah,
Like,
hey, you're not wrong, man. Hey, that's
put these games at $10, people. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an example of a game off the top of my head. Let's just take, let's pick on Sunset Overdrive, right?
It's $9.90 right now.
Bad example. But like, there's other games that have come out that are like games that we have. Like, what is Shadow of Mordor? Is that $10 yet?
Yeah. I think you can probably. I think it's $10 on PS4 right now too.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about a sale. I'm talking about games that should just be
Oh.
$10 period at this point, not sales.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
Yeah.
let's get these games in people's hands. What are they doing? Nobody's sitting on their couch right now being like, I should run to the store and go pick up Shadow of Mordor. What?
You know what? I did that when they announced the sequel. I was like, hey, let me go back and play that game. I never finished it. So
You are the crap gamer.
I am. MNC Mornings, what's up?
Hey, Mooch Crap. This is Xbox One 4K from Twitter, Anaheim, California. How's it going? Great show. Anyway, just wanted to talk a little bit about the new Mixer thing. I'm really happy with the service. I think on the Xbox on PC it works great. But as far as the mobile side of things, like they made it seem like the apps were like ready to go or beta or whatever. But I mean the iOS version for the Mixer Create is not even there, and it's kind of a pain to try to get into the beta for that. And another thing is on the Android side, because I also have an Android tablet, and you probably have a better chance of Boogie 298 looking at his his dick there than finding the freaking app on the Play Store on the Android market. It's ridiculous, man. I couldn't find it. So anyway, just hopefully Microsoft listens to this, get their stuff together, and it's pretty bad right now to find the application. Anyway, great show. Have a nice day. Bye.
Well, I mean,
Hey, let's not be
go
so
ahead.
down on Microsoft. They're great. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. Microsoft.
Yeah!
Woo! Yeah. Woo!
So I don't know. Here's my thing with it. Listen, Mixer is. I think he started with Mixer. If not, I'll talk.
Yeah,
to
Mixer.
It
He did. He did.
You know,
he did
I
start
think
with
Mixer still needs a little bit of work. I think, by the way, I totally think the name is fine. Stop
do
with
too.
the name problem. There's nothing
People just
wrong with that.
complain about stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
can I just
Yeah,
can I
go
just
ahead.
give an example to you in the audience real quick, please? If everybody would just please forget that Twitch exists, could you imagine just the word Twitch? It's a weird word, right? Twitch, flinch.
It's an involuntary fucking
right.
movement.
Dodge,
You
duck,
know?
dive, and
Duck,
dodge.
dip, and
Right,
dodge.
right, exactly. The American Association of Dodgeball. Like, my whole point is this: is Mixer is no different or goofy than Twitch or flinch or dodge
Yeah.
or dance. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, that word sucks. What word is better? You know, I mean, the only thing you could do is what I would do. I love slogans. I like slogans. And here's mine. Ready? Mixer. Streaming is believing. And that's what you do. You go with that, and that's what you do. All of a sudden, people are paying more attention to the slogan and not just the name. It
You're
works.
mixing streams. Like, that's perfect. Like, for me, it's perfect. Like, I don't
Yeah,
even
you're
care about
mixing
the name.
streams.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, don't
And
get me wrong.
the
Beam
bottom-
to me was weird.
yeah, like, we're Beam.
Beam.
Yeah.
You can also think about it, like it's the way your face looks when you're done saying the word beam.
Yeah.
It's angry. Mixer. It's just like Mixer. Twitch. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it comes off. It's quick. It's short. I don't know. Listen, is there something better? Sure. You know, I mean, of course. Listen to No Chills Noof in the chat. He says they should have called it Snatch.
Everybody loves to play with Snatch.
No chills, too.
Yes.
Oh God, Noof is great. You know, so it's just that I had to say that on the air. That's just too good for people not to hear it later in the show. But you know, it is what it is. Listen, and this is
Hey,
concerning.
but go to ask somebody that doesn't know anything about it. Hey, want to go watch some Twitch? And they're gonna be like, "What the fuck's that?"
Yeah, go say Twitch to somebody who's just getting into gaming. They'd be like, no, I took my medication earlier. I'm good.
Exactly.
I mean, my other thing is that if they're giving Microsoft a hard time with Mixer, which is a very neutral kind of name, not a big deal in either direction, what in the world? You know what someone told me? Again, last night's chat that I was in was a plethora of information. Somebody had said that it was going to be called Xbox One Alpha, which I don't think the Scorpio is going to be called Alpha. That couldn't be. I don't think that would be anywhere near what they would do. But I'm just saying, like, the name that they give it, no matter what it is, it could be Xbox One Jesus, and people will be furious. Okay, it doesn't matter what they call this thing, right? It doesn't make a difference.
Please don't call it Xbox One Jesus.
Well, hey, it's some people would like it, crap, but I mean, it doesn't matter. So I mean, whatever they say, get ready for the outfall for that. That's going to be just, oh God, I'm not taking a damage control stance on that. Whatever they call it, they call it. Okay, we got used to Xbox One, and I didn't even care for that. Roll out.
Yes, call it Xbox One Prime. Roll out.
Roll out, Autobots.
Yes.
All right.
Imagine when that's, if that's
somebody
what
wrote Xbox One Harambe.
Harambe.
Which is always a fail-safe as far as I'm concerned. Yes.
Exactly. Hey, we are 5 likes away from getting the top 10 in, folks, but I guess you guys don't want it.
Can we get let's get a voicemail while we wait for people to decide whether we want to click that little thumbs up button.
Yeah, let's see.
Sure.
Okay, we've got Long Shot.
Long Shot.
Hey, Mooch and Crap, this is Long Shot. I just wanted to leave you a quick message. Couldn't get online. When it comes to the whole Destiny thing, my fire team, I have friends on Xbox Live. We haven't spoken to each other in months after Destiny. We kind of went our separate ways, and we're already starting to get the band back together. Everyone wants to get together, do practice, and especially with the new idea of they're having clans now, where our fire team had 20 strong. And we actually had raid outfits that were matching colors and whatnot, and we can take that now to the next new level. I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully I can game a little bit with Mooch in September. Talk to you later. Have a good show, guys.
Yep, we got a Mooch Maniac, guaranteed. Lock it up. Yeah, we definitely have crap.
Como estás, bitches.
Como estás, bitches.
Como estás, bitches.
It's so good. So good. No, Long Shot, we'll definitely get some Destiny 2 in there, man. Listen, I'm pumped for Destiny 2. It is what he said. It's getting the band back together. It's so many. It's the community in Destiny that makes it better than what the game actually is. I mean, people who are huge Star Wars fans. Like I'm definitely a Star Wars fan, but am I somebody? I'm not going to be dressing up as Darth Vader anytime soon.
I would dress up as Porkins because there's not a lot of heavy Star Wars characters, but Porkins is one that he doesn't get his due. So like, if I ever do dress up and go to a go to one of those events or whatever, it's going to be Porkins, and people will be like, "Hey, it's Porkins," and I'll be like,
"By the way, crap, you're getting lessons in Spanish from Blue and Mel. They're both saying como, como está,
como." Listen, the whole Iggy to the joke is that I'm like the whitest person ever when I sounding when I say it.
Yeah, take that into account, Blue. He's the newest white kid to sit in the front row at a Spanish class, like Spanish level 1. It's como estás, bitches, as he says. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, like my accent must sound really bad.
It is. It is always funny when you are like I'm Italian, so whenever we speak Italian, like it's so funny to hear some people like try to speak Italian from like learning in a class. It's so funny. They're like io, it's just hysterical. But nonetheless, crap, we give you the E for effort, A in a class. But
como estás, awesome. Bitches?
I love it. Do it. Just keep doing it. It's so good.
And
God. Did we cross? We crossed 200.
We did.
We
crossed 200. So can we boot up the?
Let's do a top 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the top 10 in presentation.
Hey, there's no more mowing.
Yeah, there's no more mowing. So tell your neighbor we said nice work, Jay.
Yes.
No, I will definitely.
I will tell him.
Welcome to MNC Morning's Top 10 Countdown. Today it's the top 10 stupid things gamers complain about. Kicking it off, number 10. Resolution. This is the absolute stupidest thing to complain about. It's never mattered to console gamers until this generation, and it shouldn't matter now. but apparently it does. And so that has really cost this generation the important thing, like how good are games. The unimportant things are resolution. So this is really an idiotic thing to complain about.
Agreed, crap, agreed. Number 9, new consoles cost too much money. If you're and I'm putting this in quotes, gamer, how can $400 for 4 to 5 years of content cost too much? I literally did it for 4 years, 365 days a year. That's 27 cents a day to play games we use, all the media options on the box. Let's stop, people. It's not too much to say every 4 years to pick up a console for $400. It's not bad. Stop complaining.
Yes, exactly. I agree 100%. Number 8, people who complain about campers in Team Deathmatch. That game mode is literally designed so you can kill people and die the least amount of possible. So why people complain about it? It's like they want you to go run out there and die. That's not how the game mode works. It's not. It's called Team Deathmatch, folks. Quit complaining about it.
Number 7, there's way too many shooters out there. No, listen, but really, after we play a role-playing game, an RPG for too long, we all can't wait to just get right back to aiming down sights on our favorite first-person shooter. In all honesty, let's just stop with it. We got to stop complaining there's too many shooters, because the minute you deviate from one, you can't wait to get back into one.
I agree 100%. Number 6, the length of the game. Like, new AAA games cost $60, and even the shortest game, like say the Order 1886, will get you between 4 and 5 hours of entertainment, which is still cheaper than going to a ballpark or taking someone to the movies. Stop complaining about the cost or the length of games, because it's absolutely asinine, because you are getting unrivaled content and value for the price.
Ultimately, I totally agree with that crap.
Yep.
Number 5, let's stop complaining about the preview program. We all know what we signed up for. If you hate it, then leave the program. Otherwise, enjoy the new content early and stop complaining. It is what it is, folks. You either like it or you don't. You can still opt out. Or you can even choose options to go from tier 1 to tier 4. I'm tier 3. I don't want to get them brand new. I don't want all the bugs. I want some of the bugs, apparently. But I want the new content before it goes live to the public. Let's stop complaining about the preview program.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that complains about that. Number 4, casual gamers. Hey, gamers are gamers in my opinion. Sure, someone playing Candy Crush might be considered quote-unquote casual, but it seems like everyone gets called a casual gamer if they don't like something that someone else does, or if they play on a level that's not hardcore, or if they don't like games that are super hard. It's stupid complaint for stupid people. Gamers are gamers. Let's stop making each other look bad. Let's stop segregating us. Gamers are gamers, people.
Fact. Number 3, can we stop asking Xbox if they should have a mid-year show like PSX? E3 for both companies can seem dry some years. We don't need another show of repeats halfway through the year on the road to E3. Trust me, Phil has come out and said this a number of times. E3, there's a lot of work that goes into it. To do a half-year show, it's just a repeat of E3. Let's stop asking for it. Once a year is good enough. We only got one Christmas. We can have one E3.
Damn, now I want to complain about that. Number 2, DRM. Remember how everyone flipped out over always online games? Now that we're a few years into the generation, the most popular games are always online anyway. So how'd that work out? Destiny, Destiny 2, Titanfall, Star Wars Battlefront. There are so many games that are online only. Everything we do is connected nowadays. Our favorite services are Netflix, always online. Imagine that. We live with our phones connected to us 24/7, yet we're going to bitch about playing games while connected. Get out of here.
And the number one thing that people complained about and finally can stop is, can we move the power brick inside the console? Why? Who cares? Everyone has an entertainment center or desk. The brick was hidden next to the 1,000 dust bunnies you have behind your media center. If no one can see your filth, no one can see your power brick. Let's stop. Finally, once and for all, thank you, Microsoft, for doing it. Not that I cared, not that crap cared, not that anyone really cared, except for the few folks in the gaming media that backpacked their consoles. Yeah, we're talking to you. Except for that, no one cared. So stop complaining about the brick.
I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. It's a stupid thing to complain about.
Yes, sir.
And that's our top 10 list, folks. Thank you guys for listening. And if you guys have an opinion or a top 10 that you'd like us to cover, please let us know in the comments or on Twitter, or let J-Dubs know in a DM, and we'll be happy to do it. We'll catch you next time. M&C Mornings, top 10. You know what? I love the fact that I'm like, hey, DM J-Dubs.
Yeah, throw more at Jay.
Yeah, throw it to Jay.
Because I'm not busy at all.
Yeah.
Jay's got plenty of spare time.
But yeah, like
So
sometimes
great.
we do like the little short zinger ones, and we thought that this one was a little bit more of a rant. And
Yeah.
it was a top 10 that we just went in as professionals and just did it, didn't it, Jay? It didn't require a lot of editing or anything.
Yeah, no, this one was like, most of your top 10s would take me a good hour and a half to edit. This one probably took me 45 minutes.
And so that people that don't know, the hour and a half is probably because me and Mooch go through multiple times of going WNBC or
WNBC.
WNBC. Like, there's a lot of that going on, and then like fuck, let me start over. You know what I mean? So
It's that number 10 that always gets us, too.
Yeah, what's funny is like Mooch will do like a number 4, and then we'll finish it all up, and he'll go, let me do a number 4 again. I didn't
Yeah.
like how that turned out. So
Yeah, like, it's almost like we're doing a Pixar. I'm like, let me go do 4 again. Crap, I got to do that line over again. One more time. WNBC.
Exactly.
Okay, that's why you guys have
Jay!
Exactly.
So great. Oh, God, that's good. It's so good. That was a great top 10, and the audience totally liked it. A lot of great top 10s out there. Thank you. Yeah, like Trev said, sometimes we do a little bit of something more comical. Sometimes it's just a rant.
Yeah, that was more of a rant. So
absolutely, absolutely. Jay, we got another voicemail. We got gentleman or someone named
We have
Lars.
a gentleman. We have
Is
a
it
gentleman
Lars
named
Ulrich?
He's not a drummer from Metallica, unfortunately,
Damn. That
but he is from a foreign land.
Ah, well, I'll take it.
Hello from Norway. I got two questions actually. How do you think Destiny is going to look compared to PS4 and PC on Xbox Scorpio? And also, what do you guys think is going to be the new IP? Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Well, I think you got the new IP. I'm going to leave up to Crap because his imagination's larger than mine. I think that.
how would we know what the hell the new IP would be?
No idea. No idea. I do think that you're going to have to. Boy, Noof in the chat is hysterical.
He is. Like, me and him are going back and forth about stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that last one was, but the motorboat thing is really funny.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll tell you, right? Because like I used to, like, on my forums, my gaming clan forums, I was in a party with some people, and we were talking about something, and I said something along the lines of the fact that not many people can say they've motorboated triple Ds, but I have. And somebody took that quote that I said and put it in their forum signature, which is a true story. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, somebody with triple D, you know, you go, like, that was a thing that I would do, you know. Like, I guess maybe that's a little too personal, but, yeah, like, my first wife had some triple Ds, and, like, I said, you know.
There you go, folks. In case anyone's having an M&C Mornings bowl of cereal, you can just right into the bowl of milk there, buddy. That's awesome. No
TMI.
chills, you're spreading. No
Yeah.
chills is spreading.
Yeah,
Continues.
me
That
and
was
him were
awesome.
having a back and forth, yeah.
Awesome. I'd love to see how that conversation started in the chat. I'll have to go back and take a look. To answer the gentleman's question, Lars, he basically got into the whole Destiny will look better. I don't listen. Destiny 2 will look better on the Scorpio.
Oh, yeah.
There's just no question. I mean, Phil's even come out and said it without pinpointing that particular game. He said all games will look better on the Scorpio. So the lighting effects, the textures, the 4K resolution natively, and then if they can do anything to enhance the frame rate, it's just going to be a better product. And I recommend everybody that listen. I said this once, I'll say it one more million times before E3. If you have an Xbox One or an Xbox One S, get ready when Scorpio's ready for pre-order at your local store. You're going to get somewhere between $150 and $200 for that thing trade-in. You just know it. If the Wii U was giving $150 trade-in for the Switch, you know Microsoft's going to want you to upgrade. So don't wait. No, Mooch. I'm going to wait until the Scorpio's about $200. It's going to be $200 day one if you trade in your current box. And everything's backwards compatible. You have no reason not to. You keep your games. So your Scorpio As long as you're not if you're not a console owner at all right now, it's going to cost you $400, but you're going to get 150, 200 easy for that trade in. You know they're going to do. They've done it for every single console. It's not going to stop now.
Yeah, I mean, if you have, I'm not going to trade mine in because I like the S.
Well, that's different. If you listen, everyone's in charge of their own wallet. You know, I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there, crap, that complain about I'm not paying $400 when I just paid $400 or $500 4 years ago. All I'm saying to you is it could be $200 if you trade in your current system.
Yeah, I agree 100%. That option is there. Right. You're probably going to be able to pick up a Scorpio for like $200. I see that as being a positive thing for a lot of people. And hopefully there are those deals, because I know that they were doing that for the PS4, weren't they, or the PS4 Pro?
Yeah,
or
they did for the
Xbox
PS4
One S?
Pro. Remember, Z actually went without an
Yeah.
Xbox One or a PS4 vanilla for a while because he traded it in to get the $200.
Yeah, so that'll be that's freaking, that'd be great.
It's gonna happen, crap. It's going to happen. It's just it's guaranteed. I mean, I hate to say that without really knowing, but why wouldn't they want to do that? Why wouldn't Microsoft wants people to enhance their sales numbers, upgrade, and they're gonna offer that. That's just an incentive that pretty much comes from Microsoft, I think, down to the retailer.
Yeah, 100%. We've got Jack Jackal on deck, huh, J-Dubs?
Yes, Jack Jackal.
What a name.
Great name.
Sub Mooch, Sub Crab, Sub J-Dubs. This is Jack Jackal from Qatar, a small country in the Middle East. Obviously this isn't my real name because I'm trying to hide from legion of ponies around my region. Well, I break their legs all the time with, guerrilla tactics with my friends. I'm actually a mooch maniac most of the time, but when it comes to breaking pony legs, I turn into a crabaholic. Yeah, so actually I just want to clarify one point from last week's show from my friend Omar from Dubai. We actually do have Xboxes, PlayStations, and you can find them in many shops as well. But since our region is kind of different from the whole world, we do have different release dates than US and the EU. Well, for me, I usually buy my stuff through Amazon and probably other websites and ship it here. But sometimes I also buy my stuff and games, through the retail shops. Well, the thing is, there are more than 90% PlayStation owners within the gamers themselves in our region. So you obviously find the retailers here bring and advertise for Sony products and PlayStations way more than Xbox and Microsoft. Actually, I don't think I've seen anything around the Xbox at all. So I actually really wish Microsoft to try to focus in our region. Well, I think probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I saw a tweet from Mike Ybarra about, he was talking about Scorpio, and one of the one of the people from the Middle East, he asked him about the Arabic language support for Scorpio and the release date, and he said something like they are really working on it. So I have faith, and I believe that they are going to focus more on, with the Scorpio in our region. Anyway, I need to get back to break some pony legs. There are just so many of them and so little time. See you guys. Keep up the good work.
So,
awesome
again,
call.
point proven that we get calls from everywhere, all over the world. So that's really awesome.
That's amazing.
You know what? I think Microsoft is going for a more worldwide launch with Scorpio, because if you listen, they're launching in China this year as well with Scorpio.
Yes, they are.
And so hopefully they launch everywhere. Because if you look at where the PS4 got a big jump on Xbox, it was the fact that it was available in so many different territories right away.
That's right. I mean, this is a big deal. The only thing I found alarming, though, crap, is that this is another caller that called in and said that he's not seeing any advertising.
Yeah, they're not advertising anything right now.
I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. They
aren't.
Nothing. I mean, it is just. It's almost like they're not there. They're becoming the RC Cola of
the
colas.
Un-Cola. Yeah.
The Un-Cola.
Yeah.
I don't know.
agree 100%.
I don't like to hear that when folks from other countries are calling in saying we don't see anything. To be honest with you, just so that caller knows, Jack, we don't have any advertising here either. I don't see anything really at all.
Yeah, and by the way, he's a Patreon supporter of ours too.
Can't thank him enough for that.
Yeah,
Everybody,
Jack,
we do appreciate it. And listen, a little plug, $1 a month gets you entered into the whatever game or
Yeah, we're
you want. I mean, it's insane. The giveaway is going to be coming up.
Yeah, might next week or might be the week after, but we have full game. Well, and $1 gets you a raffle, a chance. So that's going to be awesome. And today, and also you can call in and leave voicemails because we give stuff out weekly as well.
Yes.
Like today's a $50 Xbox Live card, and then you saw the pony come across. I don't know if anybody saw that, but that means call in and win a month of EA access.
All you got to do is call and say, I saw the pony, and you get that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Go,
so
nay!
Awesome. Yeah, we should make it. Yeah. Do Goat Boy.
Is anybody called in yet, J-Dubs?
Nobody's called in.
Wow.
Nobody's called in, huh? Nobody wants some EA access, huh?
I might have to do a fake mooch call in.
hey, this is I'm a crapaholic.
I'm a crapaholic, and I was wondering if I could just I saw a pony. I was wondering if I can get 30 days of free EA access.
Yes, come on, guys. Somebody got to call in MC Space Mornings on Skype. Quit being such fucking whatevers.
You guys can do it. Make the call.
Yeah. And also hit that like button. Let's get up to 250 likes, man. We're trying to it helps out the channel.
I do want to say thanks to everybody. Honestly, we've had such great success in the past 2 weeks to get a lot of subs. Got me over 5,000. Thank you to everybody. Do appreciate that. And even the streaming's been like awesome on Mixer. It has been amazing.
We streamed that was some funny shit that we streamed. Like until you hear me screaming like a girl.
That was great crap.
Yeah, like that was hilarious.
Who's our winner?
Yes, we have a wiener.
What's up, Crap and Mooches? True Racer YT. Just calling to say I saw the pony. Let's break some pony legs. And EAX is definitely for Battlefront 2.
Boom.
Hell
there
yeah.
it is.
Just what we're saying. We'll make sure and DM you the code a little bit after the show, man. We appreciate you watching. We do the giveaways, man. We do everything, and a lot of that is thanks to you guys with the Patreon stuff.
Yes.
We use a lot of that. The reason why the show sounds better now than before is because we do that.
Yep.
It helps the show and it helps us do the giveaways and all that kind
Money
of cool
gets
stuff.
reinvested into the show
Yeah.
and into giveaways. That's just a given now.
We're not wasting it on booze and smokes and whores.
No.
My amazing new microphone works wonders.
Yes. So.
Fantastic, J-Dubs.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Let's get another voicemail crap because
how
we
many
have
do we
quite
have?
we've got another 5 or so.
Oh, okay. Well, we can knock out 5. That's no.
We can knock out 5 easy. And then we're giving away what, a $50 Xbox?
Yeah, when we do the Wheel of
card.
Wonder.
Very.
So we've got Gus Bus on deck.
Oh man, it's been a while. Nice.
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? Gus Bus here with a quick question. So, since we know Halo 6 is probably coming out in the fall of 2018, do you think we'll see a custom Xbox One S bundle or a custom Scorpio bundle? Alright, thanks, guys.
What do you think? I don't think you're going to see a custom Xbox One S bundle, but I think you might see something in Scorpio. Scorpio's going to come out with 2 designs, right? I would assume they're going to have a black and a white.
I don't think they're going to have a black and white. I think they're just going to have the one.
What do you think they're going to go with?
I think they're going to go with white.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
I think you're going black.
I think they're going white because they're going to try to launch better in Japan and Japanese, apparently. That's why they launched the 360 white as well, even though it doesn't make sense since the PS4 is black. But I guess it's different if you're an outside, if you're not Japanese, I guess you have to, they more or less. I guess that's why Apple has success there.
Yeah, they do. They have their. Well, they've changed though. Crap, Apple's not necessarily associated with the white brand anymore. Their stores are all like these glossy, white stores and all that. But in all honesty, their iMacs are now more of a stainless steel polished metal. And the phones are coming out predominantly in black.
Well, you know why they probably won't launch different ones? They'll probably do white, simple for the fact that if they do 2 colors, a lot of people will leave a store if they don't have the color that they want. I can remember that being a problem when I got a Wii back in the day. I wanted a black one. I didn't want a white Wii. And they didn't have any, and I was about to leave the store, and they're like, well, let us check the back. Oh, well, we do have some. So, you know what I mean? I was ready to go. Like that's the reason. If you remember the Wii, remember the reveal, they had like green, orange, all these different colors, and they never came through with that. It was just basically, I think, white or black, and then they had like some other ones later on. But for the most part, I just think that the reason why they don't do that, or that's what they said, the reason why they didn't do it, it was because people would leave without buying one if they didn't have the color they wanted, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, no, that does hold water. I think that black goes with a lot of people's like entertainment centers, and it just kind of hides. And the white is just, it pops. Don't get me wrong, it's great for like, I guess, in-house marketing. But I mean, as far as everything else, like that's kind of a, I just know it doesn't work with everybody's, you know, home decor. So black is safer in that world. I think that they would offer either both or go just black this time. They did the white for the Xbox One S. But don't forget that was a slim, and everybody just bought, you know, millions of the black console before. So now the white was a nice change. Here I think you have to start back again. Well, you know what's funny? Mel says she likes the white one. Mel, I'll be honest with you. I actually think the white one does pop really well. I have all black in my entertainment too, my entertainment center, and then I have the white Xbox One S, and it does look good. It kind of sticks out. But now,
you know what doesn't look good is that what? Gears one.
Yeah, well, the Gears one I have actually in my downstairs entertainment center, which you can't see it. So, and I do agree, like I'm definitely trading that one in. That's probably the one I'm trading in for my Scorpio and keeping my white Xbox One S.
Yep. Who do we got on deck?
Who's next, Big J?
We have Gold. Did you just call me Big J?
Why not? We'll just keep it going. Big J Dubs.
Big J Dubs. Yeah.
WNBC.
we have Gold Lion X23.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap and J Dubs? It's Gold Line X23. Just wondering, what color do you think the Scorpio will be? Solid black, white, combination, maybe some metallic looking. Anyway, look, guys, keep up the good work.
Well, you know, I'll tell you the truth. We just kind of went over that crap, but I mean,
I still think they do a white one. I think, or they could do it where it looks more like their kits, where it's half black, half white.
That's what I was going to ask you, if they're going to go with like that two-tone kind of, you know, half black, half white. That's kind of neat, but you know what the problem with that is because we saw that's what the dev kit looked like. It looks like the unfinished brand now. You know what I mean?
They would start calling it the Oreo cookie.
I have a white dog, so I just saying white consoles are a little bit easier. You know, I don't have to.
That's true. If all the hair, I mean, I do agree with you there. Either way, it'll work. But I mean, I ultimately, here's the one thing I don't want. Listen, I know. How do you guys all feel in the audience? You guys can actually call in next week with some of these thoughts. Like, I'm just not a custom console. Like, I either want it black or white. Bottom line, whatever they give me, I'm gonna buy. I don't want it gunmetallic gray. I don't need it like
black
snot
to make
green.
It obviously different than the S. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like, we'll know in 2 weeks.
Oh, we're gonna know soon enough, buddy.
Yeah, it'll probably leak out. Probably. I mean,
you know, the look of it though. I used to be like, oh my god, what are they gonna do to the look of it? But after seeing the dev kit released and knowing it's a mid-gen, I really think it's going to look like it's going to be a much more polished, refined dev kit.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
You know, so
who we got up next? Big J Dubs.
Big J.
We have Fuzzy Belvedere.
Fuzzy Belvedere.
Always a great call in.
Hey, Mooch, Crap, J Dubs, Fuzzy Belvedere here. Just a Xbox marketing question. Do you think Xbox relies too much on its fans to do its marketing, whether it be through social media or videos and stuff like that on Twitch or Mixer and so forth? Just wanted to talk about if that's what you think Microsoft might be relying on us too much. Great show, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
I'm a crapaholic. Absolutely. I have to be honest, right? I think their whole idea is for word of mouth and for the content creators like on YouTube and Twitch and Mixer. I think that they're expecting these people to showcase the games for them since they can't. So
here's my problem with that, and I heard, I think somebody said it on Crossfire, and maybe somebody said it on Xbox Nation too. Crap, but the thing about it is this. the idea that they're enhancing the Xbox Studio to be able to do all these great things, that you're going to be able to broadcast and get these content creators the box that can do 4K 60 on YouTube. Here's my problem. A lot has happened since 2013. And you know what I mean by a lot? I mean content creators all have a computer and they all have an Elgato.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they need... Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're going to rely on the Xbox Scorpio to do their content creating. We will. Maybe some of us will.
I think the whole idea is watch, like Boogie, Angry Joe, all these people are gonna get Xbox Scorpios, dude.
Of course they are. But they were gonna get one regardless.
Hey, Major Nelson, I will lightsaber battle you and give a much better fight than Boogie. I guarantee it. So
Fact.
come on, give me one.
This is true.
You know, hook it up, man. Hook that shit up.
You know.
Yeah.
Mel in the chat didn't get any cleaning done today. Thanks Mooch and Crab. Totally. We're sabotaging everybody.
Mel's not a Boogie fan, apparently.
Yeah, most people aren't.
You remember your insensitive joke that one time? Never mind.
I don't remember. I put everything in the Total Recall. Everybody, my apologies.
We got Diggity on deck. Let's hear what Diggity has to say.
Diggity.
Yeah.
Hey, Moose, Crap, and J-Dubs. What is up, man? This is Dirk Riggedy here. You guys are my version, my X1 version of Howard, Robin, and Fred Norris. I mean, I'm not saying Crap is a 60-year-old black woman, but you guys get what I'm saying. You guys are great. Anyway, I'm hearing people are mad about the Beam being called Mixer now. Really? Is that your biggest complaint? That Beam is called Mixer now? I don't care if it was called Big Black Nipples. If it's great, I'm going to enjoy it. I was actually on it just a few minutes ago. The thing is great. Microsoft is innovating. They've always been heavy. You're a black woman. What's the biggest complaint? That Beam is called Mixer now? I don't care if it was called Big Black Nipples. If it's great, I'm going to enjoy it. I was actually on it just a few minutes ago. The thing is great. Microsoft is innovating. They've always been innovators. Well, anyway, before I get out of here, I know, Crab, you've been kind of upset about Microsoft third-party marketing deals. I get it. I understand. But do you guys think that Microsoft's strategy is maybe word of mouth for YouTubers, mixer streamers, or things like that? Because I don't know, they're up to something. I don't know. I mean, there got to be a reason they're not having any third-party marketing deals. I don't know. Maybe they just feel the Scorpio is just going to be such a beast. They don't need third-party marketing deals. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. Anyway, that is it. Peace and love, brothers.
Yo,
I apologize for the technical difficulties there, guys.
Jay!
I was trying to prep the next voicemail, and I realized that I was actually interrupting the last one, so I apologize.
It's all right, Jay. It's all
you're
good.
Forgiven.
It's all good. No, we listen. Diggity brought up a couple of things that we've been talking throughout the duration of the show, and those are they're valid concerns. But at the same time, I think the biggest concern out of all of the things Diggity was talking about was the lack of third-party representation that Microsoft. That's something I think that Microsoft will find out that ultimately they did wrong this year, and I think you will see them grab at least a few big marketing deals next year. Now, people are saying, "Oh, Mooch, that's too late. It's too late." It's never too late. It's never too late. It's too late this year.
Jay!
It's great.
Look, I did a video last night, and I kind of named it weird, like, well, you're getting embarrassed by the third-party deals. But look, the third-party deals don't affect us as gamers at all.
No.
We're still going to have the best place to play
especially
all these
hardcore
games.
gamers. Yeah.
I feel sorry for some of the lesser ones, but that's where we come in. All of us, if you're a big YouTuber, small YouTuber, whatever, you can get the word out, tell your friends. All that kind of stuff. So,
right.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you guys definitely, get the word out and let everybody know. You got the best box. It's gonna be great.
I'm hoping that does work.
Go ahead.
Though. I'm hoping that works, Crap, because they're really putting a lot into. I think you're going to see a lot of great things come out of the 4K 60 studio abilities that they've kind of neglected for the past year and a half. I'm hoping we see some of the content creators put something out.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I hope so as well. So. Yeah. Oh, It's
Wait
like
a second.
it's like one of those times where you're like closing up shop and then they come in. I like using that analogy because it's apt.
Agreed.
Hello, M&C Mornings. What's up?
Hey, Mooch and Crap. This is Wake and Bake with Tom, also a casual gamer. Those are my YouTube channels. Anyways, I think the big thing that people are missing with Scorpio, and this is just based on my understanding of how computing technology works, is efficiency is king. Whether you're looking at Nintendo Switch or you're looking at the Scorpio, you can tell that efficiency is the most important thing. And the fact that they have baked DX12, the GPU command processor, into the silicon on the GPU side frees up all of the bandwidth that would normally be taken up by thousands and thousands and thousands of GPU draw calls over the bus to the CPU to then be sent back over to the GPU to then draw the frame. So I think that's a big technical thing that most people are not getting when they complain about the CPU and the customizations that Microsoft did, that they're not really paying attention to, it seems. Places like Gamer Couch Podcasts and Foxy Games UK especially, but also some of those other Sony people, and I shouldn't say Sony people, but gamers that complain about Microsoft and their moves when they're just really trying, as far as I'm concerned, as somebody who's not actually so far on Xbox One or PS4, but I'm waiting for Scorpio essentially now. I see that is the major reason why Xbox One Scorpio is going to be able to run 4K 60 now rather than 2 years from now, and it seems like they're future-proofing it with the physics engine and things like that to also make it so that down the road, in say 5 years, they're still able to run the current gen games that are being developed 3 years from now. And with that, I'll say thanks, Mooch and Crap.
Awesome call, man.
That was
awesome
a really good call. Who was that?
Yeah, who's that, Jay? Do we have a name for that individual?
Sorry, yes, that was Tom Thiering.
Tom,
Okay.
awesome call, man. Thank you. And actually, the man just put out very good points. When people are looking at what it is, you have to go back and watch Digital Foundry's their reveal of what they saw when they went to go visit Microsoft and Scorpio. This is what Tom was just talking about. There's things that they did where they just did engineering people. I know that even hardcore gamers, like the Angry Joes and the Boogies and these people that are like the quote-unquote hardcore gamers out there. These guys are not rocket scientists, engineers. Heck, they're not even they're not everyday even meter maids. They just sit down, they play video games. That doesn't make any of us that kind of expert. But what Tom was talking about was this is the engineering that they did that you heard Todd Howard talk about. You heard the head of EA talk about when they were on stage. And they're like, Microsoft actually did it. What they mean by did it is they did their homework. They've gotten rid of things like the bottleneck, this and that, and they were able to do it with parts that are pretty much been readily available. That's why this thing is going to be $399 and not an astronomical price. So listen, whether you're a Sony fan or not, okay, try Scorpio. I really think that, especially if you've enjoyed your power the past 3 years, you're going to enjoy what Microsoft's putting out, especially with third-party games and their first-party studio.
Yeah.
So that's this is going to be something that's going to be a marvel. And like I said, go back and watch Digital Foundry's reveal. That guy can't stand Microsoft, in my personal opinion. And he's like, wow, I was blown away. For him to say that, that's him swallowing a lot of his pride over the past 2 years.
Yeah, I agree 100%. That was a hell of a call. People say
Great
we don't
call.
have we got some really good fans and knowledgeable fans. Who would love that call? Probably people like Hellhammer Dealer and GKB who understood it a little bit better.
Absolutely.
But still, I was sitting there with my mouth open like, bus? What? You know what I mean?
But he made
Yeah,
perfect sense
he
because
does.
we saying they baked it in. It's doing all of that in the meantime, and that's what he's saying. It's built into the system. It's not like it has to go back and forth to talk. That stuff takes time, memory, and that's what kind of bottlenecks you.
Yeah,
I'm just glad he didn't start taking off his pants.
Right. We do appreciate that too as well.
Yeah.
So, yes, thank you.
And our last person is somebody who took about 20 selfies yesterday on Twitter.
Yeah, those selfies, man.
Yeah.
He was like, yep, he's pointing. He's like, that's my hat.
That's my hat. This is, look at me next to some Heineken. Look at me next to this other kind of beer. Look at me wearing this shirt that says Trenton on it. I was just like,
this is me.
Yeah, this is me. Love
it.
Let's go ahead and rack that one up.
Let's
J-Dubs.
run it, Jay.
Alert. Encoded message.
What's up, Mooch Crap? J Dubs, how y'all doing today? Hey man, quick question for y'all. Couple questions. There was a rumor a couple months ago that Microsoft might be working on another Elite controller. If that's the case, what changes would you like to the new Elite controller?
Good question.
And also, Mooch Crap, J Dubs, what was your first podcast you were first on? Definitely want to know that. And Seagulls was louder than my sound bar. Thanks, Mooch and Crap. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Also, I lost my 5-1 lead in Mortal Kombat to Next Gen. Thanks, Mooch and Crap, for that too. Yeah, thank you. And everybody in the chat listening in, just chilling, home, drinking coffee, looking at the newspaper. Hit that one. Sit back and enjoy listening to Mooch and Crap in the MNC mornings. Def Jam is definitely signing out. Until next time. Peace.
Eagles
Well,
will never leave him.
I know.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, first of all, condolences to Bam. He did lose. There was the
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat tournament by Danny Boy. It
He
all
was
came
the-
down to Bam versus Next Gen. Nobody gave Next Gen a chance. We all thought it was going to be Def Jam. Def
Crap.
Jam was up 5-1. It was the
Crap,
first
would
to
you
6.
say that Def Jam pulled the Cleveland?
He did. He pulled the Cleveland. That's so Cleveland. I just gotta
That's so-
say.
that's so cool.
He pulled the Cleveland. He pulled the Atlanta Falcons. He was up 28-3 with like 2 minutes left in the third. And Next Gen come back and whoop him. Like, how does that happen? You know, like, I mean, good match, but still. Yeah,
you
that
made a good point, Crap. Did you hear any? Listen, Xbot. I'm going to give Xbot 448 credit. Xbot was the one that I saw do a video on it. I'm excited about the thought that there's a new Elite controller coming out, because I'm definitely, when Scorpio comes out, nothing would be better than to take home Scorpio and a brand new, like, revised Elite controller.
Yeah.
People are saying, in Sajibot, a couple of people in the chat are saying, fix the bumpers. I've never had a problem with the bumpers, but I do know what Xbox 448 was talking about, because I had taken the panel off in the back. My left bumper on my Elite controller did get stuck, and I thought it was broken. I took it apart in the back and popped a little piece of plastic up.
Yeah.
And I was able to get it working again. I do agree, for something that's $150, that's really shit. Like, other things can go wrong. I mean, everything goes wrong, right? In life, we understand that. Your car breaks down, this and that. And those things cost $30,000. But my point being is that for $150 for a controller, we shouldn't have just junk components. So I heard they're going back. Is this something you've heard?
Well, the only thing that I've heard is that they might release one with, like, Bluetooth support.
Okay.
And
I heard that the bumpers would be fixed, possibly a little bit more tweaking to the D-pad, analog sticks. I heard they're going to go back.
I've not had any problems with it.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
I haven't either.
I love the thing. I know a lot of people like the paddles. I don't even use the paddles.
I don't
in
use the
mine.
paddles. I just use the short
The trigger locks.
Yeah, trigger locks.
You know, guys, if I don't have my Elite controller, I will not play first-person shooters because I rely on the bumpers.
agree.
Or I rely on the
Yeah.
triggers.
I agree.
Whenever I play Call of Duty or something
Yeah.
like that, I use the trigger locks, but not Gears. I don't find as much success with Gears or anything like that with the trigger locks. But yeah, I love the controller. I think it's absolutely amazing. Good call in, man. I guess we got to rack up that Wheel of Wonder.
Yeah, the Wheel of Wonder is
Who's gonna get?
all ready. Are we ready to jump into it?
Yeah, who's gonna get that 50 bones?
Well, let's figure it out. So this is for a $50 gift card for Xbox, and here we go. No
Very
waivers.
nice.
Mooch is hoping he's on the list. He's like, "Where's my name?
I am hoping.
Let me mooch it."
Let me mooch that.
Here we go.
I kind of wanted the wheel to just disappear and then the J gets screamed out. Oh, look at that. Lars. Oh, no. Wait,
No,
yeah,
it
Lars.
was,
No,
yeah.
it's Lars. Lars did win even though he jumped over it, but Lars was where it ended.
Yeah.
Congratulations, bro. That's our buddy.
Congratulations.
That is our buddy from the Middle
Norway?
East, right? No, I thought he said Middle East.
Oh, sorry.
Dubai area, I believe. Because he said his friend called last week from Dubai, so I'm assuming he's got to be close.
That was Jack Jackal.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
Jack.
that's Jack. I think this guy was from maybe Norway.
Oh, then he was Norway. Okay, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Wait,
actually,
Def Jam Bam says y'all forgot his second question.
What was his second question? Was
I think. Oh, it was. He wanted to know where we all started our podcast.
the first one I did was BGST.
I was also BGST.
Yeah.
And
So
I think my first podcast might have been Crossfire.
I was going to say I think it is Crossfire. Yes.
Actually, Mooch's first was with Crap Gamer, just because everybody else was down on Xbox that year after E3, and I was like, "Hey, Mooch, hop in here." And
Yeah.
then,
Well, I think. Well, that was the. Well, I think my first one was BGST because I was on BGST first, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
Then you said.
Well, no.
And then it was.
No.
Yeah.
Your first one was just with me.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Crap.
round E3, bro. I'm telling you, round.
No, because
E3.
I thought I did the E3, the pre-E3 with you guys.
Nah, what happened was we did it. It was like Worrywart, me, Z, Showstopper, and we did it. And they all thought Microsoft's E3 sucked. And I said, nuts to this, I'm gonna do my own reaction. Hey, Mooch, you want to hop in here? And then you hopped in there, and you were really good.
Now, see, we got to go back to the records here. I got to take a look. See, I do everything you're stating right there. The words that were spoken are all factual.
Yeah.
But I think I was on BGST once prior, and then you said, "Oh, I'm going to get Mooch on it," because you had already heard me online at that point, so you knew. That's when you said, "You know what? You're not bad. We're going to do a one-on-one."
Nah,
here and see what E3
because
was."
Zaire thought you were a weirdo.
No, he did not. He called me like 3 times.
He thought you were a stalker or something.
He thinks
He's
some
like,
of his family's like that too. He says that about it. He says that about all the people he loves.
I'm telling you, man, an elephant never forgets, man.
An
was
elephant
like,
never
yeah, I was
forgets.
like, yo, dude, you want to hop in? And you were like, sure, bro. And then that's basically what
Sure,
happened.
yeah, can you guys picture the Mooch? Sure, bro. Let me just finish waxing my board, my surfboard. I'll be right over.
No, it was like, but basically that's what happened. I was like, dude, man, I'm tired of these guys with the negativity. Why don't you hop in and we'll do a quick reaction, because you actually thought they had a really good E3 that year, and that's basically how it all started. You did really good, and people were like, "Oh my!" I remember people going to worry, "Oh, Crap's gonna go do his own thing now. He's replacing BGST." Like that was a thing.
Yeah, that was the thing. That is true. All of that is true.
Yeah.
I just thought I had done one appearance on BGST first, because I remember the first time I ever put my headset on and sat down, it was BGST. That's where I'm. I mean, we're gonna have to go back to the old videotape. Thank God everything's recorded, right? But I'm pretty sure. But we'll double check that actually, Bam. You got everybody curious now. But yeah, Noof is saying Noof was Crossfire his first. I'm not sure, but I think Noof's first was Crossfire. I think that I know J-Dubs came on Crossfire. Yeah, BGST is big for a lot of people. A lot of people really started watching that.
Yeah.
2012. Yeah, you know what? And Mel says, were you nervous? You know, to be honest with you, Mel, yeah, absolutely. The first time, because you got to remember, just like everybody that's in the chat right now, I was listening to BGST, Zaire
He was like
Channel, and
Jamie
Crap.
Moran a bit. Like he'd always message us after
sans
the
the
shows.
memes. Yeah,
Yeah.
sans the memes. But yes, I was. I would just be like, listen, I even told, I said, these guys could use Mooch. So
you used to pitch yourself to be on the
did.
show,
I did.
and but who didn't do that? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, a
I
lot
was
of
gonna say
people did that,
I
so.
can't take credit for that. That's just like, if the thing about it is this, it's the same thing that one caller called in with the grind. Listen, no matter what it is, whether it's a job, it's a podcast, it's a this, it's a that. Even if it's the car you want, and you have to keep heckling and hounding the salesperson. You got to keep after it and be persistent in life. And when you're persistent, sometimes you get that shot that everybody goes, I got my one shot. It's true.
I hear an Eminem song loading in the background.
Yes. Brace yourself for the music. The moment. No, but yeah, no, Mel, it was. But it was great. It was, honestly, I did it once, and I just fell in love with podcasting. I love talking to the audience. I love this show. I love what we're able to create here with Crap and Jay. Really creating a radio show based off of a podcast is like work ethic. So it's awesome, man. I can't thank the audience enough, and everybody that helps this show come together, and J-Dubs and Crap and all our callers and our content creators like Noof and Luca and Bam and all you guys that keep calling
Danny
in every
Boy,
week. Danny Boy.
Yeah.
Triple Cup
Chuck.
Yeah, Triple Cup. It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck.
Triple Cup Chuck. He's like,
yeah.
What does he say? He's like, and I'm out.
Yeah,
and I'm out.
It's funny. Real quick, I want to do some shout outs to the Patreon supporters.
Yes, please.
Josha Z, Dustin L, Lethal Papa, Longshot, What's Up Longshot 316, Mark D, Jack Jackal, Justin B, Max S, G Man 209, Delilah HD. Don't forget, Mooch hates Cleveland teams.
I do not. I'm rooting for Cleveland in the finals.
Blunter Beetle, John S., Dallas, Ethan, Dirt Griggity, Jazzy, Noop, Xbox, Killing Dan, Snoopy, Hoo-wee, and Silent Bob X. Thank you guys for all the support and things like that on Patreon. If you guys want to help us out, the link is below.
Sorry, I almost forgot about one of our biggest contributors who has given me permission to expose him.
Okay.
So Livewires. Who gives us a lot of our awesome content, such as our NeoGAFs and our commercials. He and I are actually working together on a new song together, just to let you guys know.
Wow.
So Livewires sends us a lot of content. He's a great.
In fact, why don't you boot up the Cheers thing? We'll show him what Livewires does.
Actually, I think what we'll do before we leave, we'll do the Gaff and Sony.
Okay.
Since we haven't done that in a couple of weeks before the outro, but just wanted to say a big thanks to Livewires because he's a big talent in the industry, a big talent in the community, and we thank him for all of his contributions.
Absolutely. And we'll close out with Gaff and Sony right into the outro. But I do want to say, Lucky, tonight, I am hosting BGST on my channel tonight. I'm going to see if I can finagle Mooch to hop in there, so we'll see. I'll beg him if I have to. That means no, but I guarantee I'll fucking talk him into it.
Oh, here we go.
Mooch tonight on my channel, BGST. Lock it in.
No promises. God bless America.
Lock it in, and we'll catch you guys later.
Peace, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Happy Memorial Day to everybody.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hopefully you guys have some good times.
Gaff and Sony, Gaff and Sony go together like neutrals and ponies. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Gaff and Sony, Gaff and Sony says Microsoft is full of liars and phonies. Ask your local games clerk and they'll say Sony's for the players. Try to separate them, it's a collusion. Try and you will only come to this conclusion. Gaff and Sony, Gaff and Sony go together like neutrals and ponies. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one, you can't have none, you can't have one without the other.